All right, welcome everybody. We are here for USF Gold versus WSC for Valorant. I'm joined here by Daniel,
Yeah.
which one's?
Either or.
All right, I'll go with Dan. That sounds good.
Perfect.
So we're going to be getting into this game soon. We're working on, I think they're finishing up the map picks and such. So what do you know what kind of maps USF Gold tends to go for?
I believe USF Gold is very reliant on their shot, and so they're going to probably pick maps like Icebox or Breeze with longer sight lines. That way they can really just take advantage of their aim.
Okay.
Probably nothing too close quarters, probably nothing like bind. I'd be surprised to see a bind. But other than that, I think every other map is kind of up for grabs.
All right. So yeah, USF tends to like a bit more space. That makes sense if they're relying on their shots like that. Well, so how often do you play play with or anything the gold team players? Do you know kind of a lot about them, or is it just kind of what you know from watching them?
The gold team they're honestly cracked.
Yeah.
Cracked out of their mind. Seiko he's nuts. He's nuts. He's definitely a player to watch here. He's always got something in his sleeve. Always trying to bring out new different plays. Another player, I believe it's the IGL. It's Yurdid Kirk. He's
I've seen Kirk.
Well.
Kirk is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how many players because I haven't seen our Valorant team since maybe either last semester probably. So I'm not sure how much has changed. Is Peter still? I know there's Peter. There was I don't remember who else was on there.
I'm not sure if Peter's
okay
there or not. I can't remember myself, but Bacon FPS.
Oh, Bacon, yeah, Bacon's been on
there.
for a while actually. I've known
Definitely.
Bacon since this program started. I think
Oh yeah,
he's been around.
yeah. He's definitely a staple.
Oh yeah, he's on he does a lot of the FPS stuff too. I think
Yeah,
he does like several different games. He's insane at all of them. Definitely a player to watch too. Always been, always will be.
Definitely.
This closer. All right. So we should be getting started in a bit. We are working on getting the map picks set up, so we will have those for you guys. We'll be able to see, or at least tell you, which maps we'll end up going to. Looks like we're getting them up in a second. But yeah, so we're expecting to see Icebox as a USF pick. Not sure. Obviously, we don't know what WSC's plan is.
So it looks like the map bans just came in.
Okay.
So first pick is Ascent, probably the other schools.
Okay.
Simply because Ascent's pretty a common map for most other schools that I've found out.
Yeah, I see Ascent a lot as like a starting too.
Definitely. And then the second map ended up being Icebox, as we predicted. And yeah, up picked by USF.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. USF starts on defense on both maps actually, which
Okay.
is something I think is going to play to our advantage here. Since we have a pretty strong defense, I believe, from what I've seen. And I think that we can really start off the games pretty well here. And Split's going to be the decider.
Okay.
This one. And basically who picks the side is based on the number of round wins in the previous maps.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I had no idea how the best of threes work for this game. So it is going to be a best of three. We will be starting on Ascent. Yeah, definitely have seen Ascent be a starter for a while, and Icebox. Luckily, these are all, as someone who hasn't played Valorant in a while, these are maps I know.
Right.
Icebox may be a little bit shaky, but other than that, I know these maps. So that's good to hear. I have at least played on these, but definitely excited to see this. I haven't seen USF Valorant play in a while, and I am excited to see like what's changed, how they're doing, and it looks like we're getting into the character or the agent select. So we got USF has. So you said Seiko, it's going to be crazy. Jump Killer, Bacon, Yurdid Kirk, and Kilroy 2K. So that's going to be our USF squad. The other side, we're going to have Taunt, BB01, Zobi, Munoz, and Hindenburg. We're going to be starting on Ascent. We got some characters getting locked in. Looks like the Sovas.
Yeah, so far, nothing really too out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Astra is definitely a staple on this map, I believe. She's just so good with the amount of smokes that she has and her suck. I mean, she's basically a sample on any map.
Yeah, Astra's insane. That's a crazy character right there.
Of course, and we see the Jet Mirror, the Jump Killer versus Munoz here. That's gonna be an interesting matchup because I'm not sure how either of these players play. It's kind of a toss up here, but I'm excited to see it. Sky here, kind of staple as well. and USF is opting for the Chamber over the Killjoy, which I believe it's an interesting move. Killjoy is very good at locking down B site, for example, but Chamber has a lot more movement ability around the map. He's able to switch positions very quickly, as well as have an advantage on economy rounds. So
yeah, that's something insane. Like when I first saw Chambers' kit, like seeing that he could just get weapons sometimes, like get weapons, like what is he has a pistol ability, right?
Yeah, he's got, like,
and then he has the op as a, that's an
ultimate.
insane
Yeah.
comp. That's an insane like character right there. We got starting off here, going into it, looks like USF on the defense side. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be A possibly from WSC. We'll be seeing them go towards A. Yeah, they're waiting outside of here. It looks like A is going to be at least where they start. Who knows if it'll be where they end, but that's usually what ends up, starting out there.
Yeah, it looks like it also might be a mid split here with the Sylvan Astra grouping up at top mid. And Spike is also outside A, so it's pretty apparent to us at least that they're going to be going A.
Yeah, and already a little bit of pressure from Munoz at mid. Does get a few shots down. Doesn't take any kills yet. Going to be able to get out of there. All right, no damage on Munoz. We have Taunt pushing up a little bit. Going to go back now. And Zobi here waiting outside of A. All right. Sylvan and Astra, right? Yeah. Or no, that's not what it is. They're going to push in here. Yeah, it looks like going for the shot, going for the arrow shot, gonna go in. Oh, wow, you can see that. That's crazy.
Knows his geometry.
All right, gets in here. Psycho coming up behind. Looks like they're going to be rotating to A, at least starting to rotate to A, knowing that these players are kind of hanging out outside of here. We got Jump Killer waiting.
Yeah, but it looks like they actually just rotated back as well as the other team starts rotating out to B. So this is a good call by USF. And we're going to see what happens with Wayne State here. It looks like USF is kind of predicting this B mid kind of push. Or they, yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to go down.
Oh, and Munoz gets Psycho down. And now here comes the rest of the team. They're all coming in. They're ready for this push. Gonna throw down the grenade and now push into the site. Yeah, they're gonna be able to get this site pretty much for free right now. We'll see what USF does to try to take it back now. Kirk right over there. All right, Taunt's waiting. Oh, and Bacon doesn't spot them. And now Bacon's gonna go down in the mid there. Now we got Kirk trying to push in. Jump Killer on the way too. But Kirk goes down, and now it's just Jump Killer left alive. Not much you can do in a 1v4 here. Oh, and is able to get Taunt out. And gets down Zobi. Only 30 health. It's going to be hard, but he is able to pick up a ghost. Gets revealed. Going to have to go the other way now. Making a bit of noise, though. They are going to probably be able to figure out. Oh, gets one down. Gets 3 out of the 4, but isn't able to clutch it out. Good on BBO1 to finish that out.
Yeah, it's a very close round, too, because USF, they knew it was going to be an A push at the beginning, and then once they realized, hey, it's not really on anymore, they decided to bring some players back to B, and they're able to set up their post plant pretty well. On both sides, honestly. Wayne State had a great post plant there, setting up players in Boathouse and on the boxes, and USF, they tried the retake. It was mostly successful, all thanks to Jump Killer mostly, because he ended up getting 4 kills there at the end.
Yeah, definitely was very close to being the clutch there, but unfortunately wasn't able to do it. But that is going to at least give you a little bit of confidence. You're going into this next one. And Jump Killer going to go down right away to Munoz, though. Shooting through the wall, trying to get Kirk down, too. Doesn't know if anyone's back there or not, but is just expecting it. We have 2 people watching that mid right now.
Yeah, it's something pretty common on the eco rounds as well, that players like to group up on defense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And they're just going to opt to retake on B this round.
Yeah, we got the push going in now. No one on site, able to just get a clean plant, and we'll see how USF responds. We got some Astra stuff going on. I don't know which ones. I can't tell. All right. Kilroy going to go down. We'll get that arrow going. Not sure if it spots anyone, but yeah, everyone's going everywhere right now. This site is just filled with fights, and WSC is going to take that pretty cleanly on that save round from USF, so kind of expected.
As expected, right? Yeah. So USF was on the save there. The retake against better guns, it's very hard to do with pistols. they tried the best they could, but it couldn't really exit the smokes on the site, really.
Yeah, that's definitely a hard one.
Right, without getting shot in a crossfire. It looks like WSC is kind of defaulting here as they set up towards A and B, probably to sniff out any USF pushes here.
Yeah, I guess they're going to want to know. I mean, they probably expect that USF now is going to have full weapons, and we are going to have a bit of a push on B. We'll see if that works out for USF. We have Munoz getting flashed out in mid. Isn't able to see anyone peeking out, though. So we got Kilroy waiting here. He's going to run into the sky. He's able to mostly avoid the flash and able to take out the sky.
It's a very good opening by Kilroy there, trying to just getting the one pick and TPing out. Complete safety there. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, Bacon going to run into 2 right now, possibly 3 now. Isn't able to finish it out, but at least has some information that they're going towards A now, and USF is going to have to set up for that. Jump Killer already ready here, over behind the door. All right, Kirk going in. Not able to do anything really there, but does get the information. The flash is going to go out. Now they're USF just trying to make sure that Wayne State does not get this plant down. All right, plant is going down now. See how USF plans to retake this. What can they do? Kilroy coming in from top.
There's all 5. Oh, never mind. There's 4 players alive for USF goals. This is definitely doable. It's a 4v4.
Yeah, 4v4, gonna be doable. Just, you know, gotta be careful on picking where you want to go in and when you want to go in. But it looks like they're going for it now. Kirk with the flash in is gonna start it all. Gets the bot down. BBO1's gonna take out Kilroy, and Jump Killer takes out BBO1 back. Zobi takes out Jump Killer, and Psycho takes out Munoz. Lots of fire going on right now, back and forth. Zobi out from back is gonna go down. I wasn't sure there, but Taunt is able to take it. Just able to hold that bomb.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Seiko at the end there. You know, he's got a gravity well on the bomb and very low HP, only at 30 HPs, 1 tap by a Vandal. And so there's not much he could do there towards the end. It was a decent retake by USF. I believe that there were some gunfights that they had to win, and other than that, they would have had that. WSC played that post plan very well with players in Hell and as well as A main, and they were able to just to take their fights where they were, and they were able to win them.
Yeah, WSC definitely not too worried about USF getting back in there. They had a pretty good post-plan situation, and USF just couldn't fully crack it. They were close, but that gravity at the end was a little bit tough to deal with.
And we're seeing all 5 players from WSC over to B main now. It's looking like it's going to be a bit of a rush.
Yep, USF definitely going to back up and try to tell their team to get over here, but they do have 3 on this site, which should be pretty helpful in defending this, but they do only have pistols. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, they only have pistols. Okay, but Psycho gets 2 with the headshots. Isn't going to be able to make it out alive, but does get 2 down. Pretty good for a save round at this point. You know, we have Jump Killer last alive with the jet knives. Maybe if he can get 1 kill, it'll be a little bit better off, but isn't able to, and now is kind of stuck back here.
Yeah, at this point, you just want to maybe hope and pray that you get 1 more, but it's not looking too likely.
Yeah, try to take out 1 and see what can happen, but BBO1's going to finish that off. And that'll be another round for Wayne State. It's going to be 4-0 for Wayne State right now.
USF played that pretty well, though, I believe. Even though they just had pistols, they were able to predict the B site pretty well. And Seiko did some magic. He was able to get 2 before going down. And, you know, that's really all you can ask for from a player like Seiko at that position. Other than that, it's just pistols. Now they're going to be on their bye, and should be in a better situation for USF. Let's see if they can pull something out here.
And what do you think is what do you think USF has to do at this point to keep this, try to even this up?
I think USF, they got to switch something up. I think that's pretty apparent. Maybe get a bit aggressive somewhere, or with this default, it might be a little hard to, though. You know, I'm not sure I have all the answers for this one.
Yeah, it is a little bit tricky when you really can't pin down exactly where they're going to go. And now Bacon watching this, I think he did spot Zobi over there. Yep, definitely knows Zobi is there. Gonna throw up the smoke. Now just try to block off A for a little bit longer. And looks like we're gonna get a Killjoy ult going down.
Like it might be a fake as well, as they drop the ult and they all decide I'm out of here.
That's crazy. I've never seen someone put down a fake ult with Killjoy before.
And they're going to invest the Astral on here too. Great pick by BBO1 in mid. There's 2 players on B side though. It seems like they're ready for this with the Sky Flash. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, looks like they're ready for B, even though they did that that ult fake on A.
I've got your
And
trail.
Psycho with the
Scanning ahead.
what is that gun? I don't remember. Odin. Yeah, that's something to line up here, but it doesn't end up taking any out.
30 seconds
Hindenburg
left.
able to kind of beat that out pretty quickly. Jump Killer coming back in, does get a few down,
planted.
or does get Munoz down. Anyway, Bacon coming in to support.
One enemy remaining.
Hindenburg gonna take out another. Hindenburg doing pretty well. Bacon takes him out, but then goes down to BB01.
I think that Wayne State are doing really well right now is they're able to get their trades. It's something that USF's not really able to grab. But Wayne State's getting their trades. They're making sure they're playing the numbers game. You know, they got the space. They have the players advantage. There's just a lot going off of Wayne State here. I think USF might be in need of a bit of a timeout here, just to kind of recollect themselves and yeah, basically just recollect themselves. That's all they need.
Yeah, I think they just need a little bit of time. They need some kind of, if they can get a round win here, it'll hopefully boost their confidence a bit, because it's been close. Every round's been pretty close. It's just been Wayne State kind of pulling it over at the end. Taunt's gonna take out Kilroy pretty early there. And now we got some stuff going on in A right now. Kirk takes out one, but is gonna go down to Zobi. Psycho with the ult takes out BBO1.
Swarm grenade out.
Now Zobi gonna be able to get this plant down pretty quickly. 2 versus 3 for
Spike
USF.
planted.
Psycho
Last player standing.
almost gets looks like he was lined up for that shot, but just misses. And now it's just gonna be Jump Killer alone with this.
Yeah, USF is on another save here. Not really much you can do. They got their 2. That's the main goal on eco rounds. Make sure you get 2. Just do a little bit of eco. Get anything more, you know, if you can win the round somehow. In that case, you know, go for it. But looks like Jump here is gonna save the Vandal, which is a good call
smart
here.
idea.
Yep, very low on funds, and Vandal would definitely help out their economy.
Oh yeah, for sure, and definitely. I don't know how close. Looks like he's pretty close to ult too, so possibly can drop the Vandal, take the ult for himself. I know that's a thing that Jet players like to do. Looks like gonna be able to save this. No pressure from Wayne State right here. All right, he's able to save the weapon.
Yeah, Kirk did what he can in B main, you know, but it just wasn't enough. He has pistol against rifles and full abilities. You know, there's not much he can really do. He got his 1, but other than that, you know, you can't ask for much more from a player in that position, especially.
Yeah, and USF going in with it looked like an op on. Was that an op on Jump Killer? I think so.
Looks like Kilroy also popped his ult, the chamber. He's positioned towards bottom mid. We'll see what he can do with that. So yeah, it is an up in the hands of Jump Killer as well.
Yeah, so we got
off
some
B main and mid here.
See, there is a few at mid right now. Smoke is gonna block it out, but possibly might end up meeting. Sorry about that. Might end up meeting someone. Kilroy gonna teleport out. Ends up spotting the drone coming in. And the smoke is back up once again. The Astra smoke.
That shot by Munoz made me duck. That was so close to his head.
When Taunt takes out Bacon on A site, now looks like Zobi's trying to go in. Does get stuck in this corner a little bit. We got Kirk throwing in. Okay, and Kilroy is able to take out one with that op. And now, a bit of a battle here. Okay, Munoz goes down, and now USF has to go for this retake, but they are up 1 player this time.
Yeah,
or
so
I think the first
play
time.
their trades here, gonna play their numbers.
Oh, he's getting a bit of damage to the wall. Psycho gets a bit there on Taunt. Hopefully that'll help out.
Hopefully it will. He's only at 40 HP now. 2 shots to a Vandal.
Here comes the push. Is able to get that headshot. Is able to get another headshot. Taunt able to take out 2, but Kirk comes out from the door over there and takes him out. Now we got 2 versus 2. USF running out of time a little bit. Zobi behind A main.
1 enemy remaining.
Gonna have to go for the defuse as soon as can. Luckily,
Looks like
Kirk's there
there's
to
a molly on
defend it,
defuse,
and
though.
now does he get the final defuse? Jump Killer. Oh, does not get it. Super close, but unfortunately, I think he stopped at one point, when.
Yeah, because there was a molly on the on the bomb, he wasn't able to
Oh, there
fully
was a-
stick it. He ended up going down to 13 HP. He can only get it to half, and then he'd have to jump back on later. But that's just unfortunate timing, really. The big win for Wayne State there was Taunt, able to get 2 there.
Yeah.
Up in heaven, playing that 1 box. That was absolutely massive because if he gets immediately traded out there, then the round's pretty much over for Wayne State as they don't have numbers. They don't really have the position to kind of defend that.
Yeah, at that point it would have been 3-2, and that's not what you want. So luckily for them, they were able to get that 2K with the headshots. Now we go in right now. Looks like it's
A bit of a B main push here by USF. Jump able to get 1, but it traded out.
teleports out for Kilroy, and now B main is a bit open. They're gonna start going. Wayne State's gonna start pushing towards B. Psycho is on site.
And the push all the way through A from Yuri to Kirk. They know exactly where all of them are.
Get out of my way.
And Kilroy gets hit by a bit of that grenade. Let's see what the push goes. Looks like they're going for it. They're not turning back at this point. Popping lots of abilities and going in, but USF is pretty set up for this. Oh, and Kirk from behind is gonna be able to take out. Oh, they don't even realize. They don't even
One
turn
enemy
around.
remaining.
Kirk takes out 2 and
Huge save from USF.
Wow.
Massive save. Kirk there able to get 2. He took his shot. He was very patient, very calm, very collected. Able to just pick out a shot. The spray transfer onto the second was very clean. Kirk there with the perfect timing with the flank. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better eco round.
yeah, and WSC just not ready for behind. They just weren't expecting anyone coming that way, and that was a super big opportunity for Kirk to take. And now we go into this round. Finally, USF takes 1-7. We'll see if they can kind of clean this up and possibly make this a little bit closer of a half than it
Careful here.
has been so far.
Hawk out.
Another push from USF at A. They are going to meet the other team, but with USF pretty much taking the bulk of that trade, they do lose 1 member, but take out 3 in the process. So now USF in a pretty good position for this round. Zoe does get the ult point, but
Yeah, I mean, that push there, it was executed perfectly. They were able to get 3, and only 1 died in the process. So the numbers, they can definitely play numbers game now. And yeah, I mean, it was executed perfectly.
yeah, we'll see if USF starts to use this momentum to keep it going. Did get last round, and it looks like they're probably going to take this one. So we'll see what they can do about this. We have Zobi knows where Psycho is, doesn't know, or does know where Bacon is able to take out Bacon. Okay, so now we got Zobi still hanging out outside of A. Zobi, both of them are hanging out outside of A right now. Gonna send the recon bolt in there, try to get some information. All right, and here comes the drone. The drone's backing up. The drone.
Yeah, it looks like the drone, they're just going to wait for someone to follow in with the drone.
Psycho knows exactly where to
30
shoot through that
seconds
wall right
left.
there. Closes the door. Looks like it's gonna go. We're gonna go for the plant now. They'll be able to get it down. Psycho does break
Spike
down the wall,
planted.
so we can get into this door.
USF, they have the numbers here. They have the op in the hands of Jump Killer. This is definitely winnable, especially with Zobi, I believe, on 58, on about half HP.
Yeah, this should be. On paper, this is pretty good for USF, but so far they brought it down to a 2v1.
Last player standing.
But yeah, right in the open, Jump Killer gonna be able to clean that up.
Very fast trade from Jump Killer. That was well played.
Let's get the defuse going. Okay, it stops, but keeps it going.
He was looking down at his keyboard to make sure he's pressing the right
Yeah,
button.
I always do that. I'm like, especially when I switch between playing different games, I'm like, is it E or is it 4? But all right, and another round for USF. Finally taking a few rounds. We got 2-7. Hopefully we're getting to the end of this half, and hopefully they can
time to go into the astral form.
take some rounds on the second half and possibly either take this game or at least get some momentum going to game 2.
Right. It looks like they've begun to crack the code a little bit on Wayne State's attack. They got a little aggressive in B, and then they got a little aggressive in A, and they're able to get 2 rounds off of that. So I think they know the secret. Looks like a stack from Wayne State over at A, and the op in hands of Kilroy. So it's going to be a close one.
Oh, and a boost right there, I think, is going to take out Kilroy. Unfortunate, but so it looks like USF kind of their strategy has changed to being much more aggressive on Wayne State. It has worked to a degree, but this round, unfortunately, they had kind of a way to mess an off player up pretty easily. They are going to get the plant down. It's going to be a 4v3 for Wayne State College. Kirk open up that door to try to get into there. Psycho coming in from the top is trying to get someone to the box. Unfortunately, no one is there.
I don't think they're aware that there's an op A main. As soon as they swing out heaven, it's almost certain death.
Yeah, we have Kirk coming in from the door here. Ooh, and BBO1 misses with the op shot. Jump Killer does also have the op back, so gets recon bolted. Gonna have to get out of there. But Kirk and Psycho able to kind of come in here.
Last player standing.
Ooh, and Munoz and BBO1 clean that up, and that's going to be another round for Wayne State.
Last
Psycho
player
getting 2 there
standing.
from heaven, it made that very doable. There was a time where I was like, all right, pack the bags, the round's over. You might want to save those guns because you're still low on funds, but hey, I rhymed there. But Psycho getting 2 there made it very possible, but ultimately Wayne State, they had the crossfire from Hell and A main once again, and they played that pretty well, especially the Sova BB01 with the op there. He's very patient with his shot as well.
Yeah, and it seems that once Wayne State gets hold of a site, it's really hard to get it back. They really know their post-plant positions, and they're doing a really good job at keeping a hold of them.
They've definitely been practicing.
And we'll see if USF
You should run.
a little bit aggressive here from Kilroy. We're gonna have an attack, a Killjoy ult once again. This time it's not gonna be a fake. They're going right in with it. USF is on a save round, if I recall. Looks like, yeah, they're on a save round, so they don't get anyone with the ult. Now looks like we're going for the retake. Lots of USF players coming from the top.
Yeah, 5v5 retake. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, this is no one's died yet until right now. We got USF with these sheriffs actually making a bit of a dent.
Deploying drone.
It is still even right now. All right, and Kirk able to clean it. All right, and I'm gonna go down. But for a save round, they got 3 players down.
Yeah, that was a great save by them. They were able to take
Last
out
round
the
before the switch.
Killjoy ultimate as well as the Sova ultimate and got 3 guns off of them. So ultimately that save one, I would say, was a success for USF here. Wayne State, the post plant, you know, it's very strong. And USF, they tried their best there to do what they could, especially with sheriffs, and I think they did enough.
Yeah, they did enough going to this last round of half. They're gonna have the weapons they need to try to take this round. We'll see how they do. Looks like it's gonna be a starting with a B push from Wayne State, and we have Psycho quickly with the ult. He's gonna do a little bit of damage.
He's able to pick up BB01 there, which is a huge dent as there's no recon on site.
Oh boy, Taunt takes out Jump Killer, and now Bacon's gonna have to rotate. Hindenburg is able to kind of get on site right now. Now he's gonna go for the plant. Taunt in the smoke takes out Psycho.
Finds a great timing on Psycho.
Spike planted.
All right, we'll see if Kurt can get in here. Goes for the wolf. Just passes Taunt. I don't know if he realized Taunt was there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he saw him or not. Looks like
Taunt.
USF is being very cautious as they're entering the smoke.
Oh, and
You're welcome.
Taunt just in this smoke is doing a lot of work. We have Kilroy with the op
enemy
coming
remaining.
in.
Oh, now it's a 2v1 with Hindenburg playing Boathouse.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, is able to take out Kilroy. Now we have a 1v1 Kirk versus Hindenburg, and Hindenburg does take that one, and Wayne State goes 10-2 in this first half.
Yeah, it looks like the spacing of USF was a bit off there as one swung after the others, and Kilroy is very low HP. It was just off there. That something felt off as they were trying to retake that.
Yeah.
But Hindenburg played that well. He was very patient back sight. Took his shot very cleanly onto Kirk at the end there.
That works.
And overall, like,
A gift.
just played that well. Not much more to say.
Exactly. So now we have USF on attack side. We'll see what they pick and what they plan to do here. We haven't seen them obviously attack yet, so what site did they pick? It looks like they're going for A to begin with. Gonna be hanging outside of A. And now, what is the setup here? Okay.
It's like very heavy A with. Looks like there's almost no stopping them. There's no Asher util to slow them down. There's a dart here to find them all.
Yeah, so the recon bolt is gonna locate them, and now they have to make a decision. Are we going to just keep pushing this, or are we going to rotate back? And it looks like they're pushing it. We have Kilroy coming in from mid right now. Munoz does spot them, but isn't able to get anything going.
It's on here playing with a shorty. This is scary for USF.
And we have Taunt right in that smoke like it apparently likes to be. Lots of very close quarter situations right now that have not been. All right, Psycho takes out Taunt. Now we have a bit of an A push going on from USF. BBL1 takes out 2 with the frenzy there, and now we have Munoz up on top.
Now it's a 3v3 somehow, with Wayne State getting healed up though by the Sky. That's why Sky is very important on this map, especially, and basically all maps she's very strong. But it looks like USF, they have HP to win this. They have the position as well.
They have the plant down, but now it looks like the retakes. Zobi gets one, but isn't going to be enough so far. And now it's just Munoz to fight versus Bacon and Kirk. Gets the flash out, but doesn't make anything of it. Bacon get a spot. Now Kirk, super low HP.
One enemy
Yeah, it's going to
remaining.
go down to just any shot, but so is Munoz at this point. So going for a defuse. Through the wall,
Oh my
gets the
goodness.
shot.
But it doesn't look like he has a defuse. Not
All right, doesn't
quite.
have the defuse, so USF is going to take that, but that was almost the most insane clutch from Munoz there. Gets
Yeah.
the shot through the wall to clean it up, and man, that was close to being a defuse.
Yeah, that was very scary for USF there, as all players end up dying on the A site. And this shot through the wall, I mean,
That was
something special, really.
that was fundamentals, I guess I'll say.
Right.
Know exactly where people want to play. But go into this next round, we'll see if USF, I mean, they were able to get that round, so let's hope they can carry this momentum. You know, it was a super close one, but they clutched it out, and now let's see what they can do with this. And looks like Psycho's going to know that one pushed up there. Kind of has them stuck. Oh, they get out. But there's a few players on B side for... Looks like they start going towards mid right now. Kirk going to be met with Munoz and Hindenburg. Does take out Hindenburg. Is able to kind of push through mid and get to A. Bacon takes out Taunt, and now they have a bit of a clean shot to go towards A. 3v5 for Wayne State, and now what can they do to try to retake this as USF goes for... Kirk gets caught
Spike
finishing up the
planted.
flash and just gets shot in the head a few times.
That was well played by BBO1, even though he's 1 HP, and he gets traded out eventually. But that was a very funny play by BBO1.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of just full W keys right into Kirk.
Yeah, right. All right, we have Zobi going for something here, but Jump Killer able to just kind of get him out in the air. And now Munoz is going to have to go through this door. And Psycho's ready for it, throwing the shock bolt at it. And USF, yeah, clean that up 4v1.
Yeah, he was able to do it last round, but against 4 this round, it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a little bit more to ask.
Yeah, a little bit too much.
All right, but USF starting to slowly bring this back. They have 4 rounds to 10. I mean, they can't afford to lose pretty much anything at this point, you know. They gotta try to get a few rounds stacked back to back at this. Hopefully, at this point, I think it's the best way
Yeah.
for them to move
Yeah,
forward.
with the scoreline of 4-10, you just you have to take it round by round. You know, you can't. You're down a lot, but you gotta keep winning. You know, at the end of the day, that's how you're gonna win this map. Is you just gotta keep winning rounds.
You gotta keep winning rounds. That's definitely
usually
how you do it.
That's usually how games work.
I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. All right, we have Kilroy meeting Munoz in mid here. He's kind of gets caught in the smoke, but able to both of them make it out pretty much with no damage. We have Taunt at mid too. Mid seems to be highly contested right now. We have 2 players come from A side mid and 2 players come from B side mid for USF, and we have Munoz watching over here. Is USF going to push in? Looks like Kilroy's going in. Looks like Psycho is also in. Ooh, Psycho just to get that gun. He's going to give some information to Munoz. Doesn't get the kill there. That was definitely super close.
Yeah, and it looks like I don't know if the USF Astra has any util, because there's no smokes mid, and as the entire team pushes mid, it was a bit odd. Looks like Wayne State's definitely set up for this mid push here. They're not even suspecting A anymore. Yeah.
And here comes B. Jump Killer on the site. Is able to take out Zobi, but does get taken out by Hindenburg. Just not really looking towards that side. Munoz gets Psycho, and now Plant is going down. Bacon gonna push in, but also does go down to Munoz. And Munoz
Spike
has
planted.
been kind of one of the most clutch players for Wayne State so far. Kilroy able to take out Taunt now, and we have a pretty contested site.
Last player standing.
And here comes Munoz. Kirk all alone on 8 HP. This doesn't look great. Is also spotted out. Yeah, and Odin is just pumping some bullets through the box.
Yeah,
There's
that
really
round
nothing to
was
do
all
there.
Munoz. You know, he was able to get his trades very well, especially as they started coming out on B side. They killed the Sky, I believe, and then they killed the Astra. And Munoz was there to trade both of them. You know, at CT, he was able to come out, dash back. He's just very quick, very efficient with the trades.
For sure. So that's going to be 11-4 for Wayne State. This is becoming more and more. This is looking more and more like their game, and this is their map pick, so it is slightly expected in a way. But obviously, losing this hard isn't always the best for your morale as a team. So hopefully USF can kind of pull that together and be ready for their own map pick next.
Yeah, I think they're gonna need a little hype talk from the coach, and maybe a bit more too.
He's gonna get recon bolted right away. Doesn't lead to anything either way. Oh, and Kirk is disconnected. That's not great.
Especially mid round.
Yeah.
Looks like they have intent to keep playing this one out though.
Yeah, just gonna go for it. Kilroy is able to take out Munoz, one of those star players, so it's gonna be good for USF to take out Munoz. And now looks like a bit of an A push possibly. All right, Kilroy takes out Taunt in mid, and now 3 to 5, 4, maybe 4, because I don't know if Kirk is reconnected. We'll see what USF can do here. They are looking to go towards A, and BBO1 tries to use the Odin to take him out, but it doesn't work out for them. So now we have USF getting the plant down.
Spike planted.
What will Hindenburg do here to come up from behind and try to take it back? Zobi also coming in through here. And just jumping right through the right through the corner, trying to get someone. See who's above. Who's
Hindenburg
above
does a
him.
good job to trade his killjoy there.
All right, and Kirk is now back.
He's making his way.
He's making his way. He's got no weapons, but he's got a bit of a dream. So we have just Hindenburg left alive here for 4 USF players now. We'll see if Hindenburg can maybe make this close. He does take out Bacon, but is going to get traded out by Kirk. Kirk coming in, does his job.
Yep, hey, he's good for one.
After
He's
that
always good for
disconnect,
one.
could have saved a bit of money too from that disconnect, honestly. So not the worst situation. They ended up taking that round even without Kirk. So
Yeah, and
Just
that
a little help
that
at
was
the
most
end.
thanks to Kilroy there in mid. He was able to even out the numbers there.
Yeah.
And then he was able to get one more without being traded, and ultimately that was his round there. And he's gonna pop his ultimate here.
That's not ready.
The I don't know what it's called, but it's the chamber op.
yeah, the op, the other op,
The other op.
the second one.
The one
I
you
don't-
can't buy.
Yeah, the one no one else can buy. But gonna be peeking mid here with this. We have Taunt also with an op at mid.
And Wayne State is all the way up A here, beating 2 USF players.
Yeah, Bacon's gonna take out Munoz, and now we have Hindenburg pushing 2. Does get a headshot on Kilroy, but is gonna go down. Oh, does take out Kilroy too, actually. And now Kilroy does not drop that op, correct? So there's no way to pick that up.
Right, there's no way to pick that up.
Yeah, so
Once he dies, it's gone.
another
and-
benefit of it, honestly.
That A push is looking fruitful
Spike
for
planted.
A. As soon as I say that, the numbers then once again go down, and Wayne State also at low HP. It's not looking too likely here.
Yeah, they have 3 players of USF just kind of guarding it, and 2 very low health players. Oh, that's a Marshall. It's not a.
Scanning ahead.
All right. Goes for the recon bolt. Is gonna. No, it doesn't get spot anyone there, I don't think.
It spots Kirk close, but there's not much they can do with that information.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are going to try to go for the push right now. Taunt coming in from the left side. But just USF running all over this site kind of has
Last player
a
standing.
very big health advantage. And Kirk pushing out is able to just kind of push at Taunt into a corner and get out of there. Yeah, that's going to be another round for USF. Bringing this closer and closer every round right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's round by round, like I said. You know,
Exactly.
The A push there was, but it ended up being very good for Wayne State. You know, they began to kind of counter this default run by USF with the 4-player A push, and they were able to get 2. They were able to get their trades, and then it was a 3-on-3. You know, much more winnable situation than Eagles versus Vandals 1-on-1. You know. And so it looks like USF is grouping up towards A here.
A gift.
Yeah, about seems like kind of their play is to start at A, maybe a bit of a default, but mostly I've seen a few players at A, and we get a bit of information from Sova there that knows that USF is at A. Oh, and BBO1 is going to be throwing that ult towards USF players. Doesn't get anyone, but it looks like he did a bit of damage at least. So we have Psycho now throwing out a drone. All right, and Kilroy checking mid.
Looks like Kilroy's very aware of a possible lurk here by Taunt even.
Yeah, and Taunt right to the left. They might run into each other soon. Looks like Taunt's going for some Astra stuff, whatever that, you know, the
You want
smokes
to
or
fight
whatever.
it?
Oh, and
Consume
isn't
it.
ready for Taunt to be behind, unfortunately. Definitely a weird spot for a defender to be.
See ya.
All right, and we take out... Jump Killer takes out BBO1. Is going to hide behind the Astra Wall. Astra Wall blocking off Hell right there. And Zobi goes for the Killjoy ult. We'll see what happens.
That's immediately
Lots of ults
broken
going down.
by Psycho here. So there's still the potential. Wayne State doesn't know that there still could be many players on site. He spots Psycho there with the op.
Oh, and Munoz does spot, but isn't able to get anyone. Jump Killer takes out 2, and now it's just Munoz on the top right there. And Yuri Kirk takes him out, and now USF 7-11.
Yeah, it's turning into a much more winnable situation because Wayne State's now on a save. So essentially, it's going to be 8-11, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, you got to be feeling pretty good about that, right? You started out doing pretty poorly, but pulling it back together and kind of taking these rounds and making yourself, you know, kind of being the team that we kind of know USF Gold is going to be as our top team, being able to do I'll make this a lot closer.
Right.
And even if they don't take this game, they at least kind of have more confidence going into the next map.
That's right. Every round here is essentially a confidence boost for next map.
Yeah, and I always like to include that when I talk about like comebacks like this, because it's not always the full comeback that's needed. It's just the you know, the morale boost is sometimes is just as important. All right, so we have Bacon. Does take a lot of damage there. Isn't going to go down just yet, though.
Healing over here.
We're going to go for a heal.
Yeah, so Bacon's going to get healed back up to full there. Basically,
When Kilroy goes down to Taunt, just not, once again, not ready for where Taunt's going to be playing. I guess he probably had no idea where Taunt played last time because he kind of got shot in the back.
right.
So now we'll see what USF does. It looks like they're going for a beat push now. Lots of util on site, lots of smokes, and now we have Zobi in the back is going to be able to take out Jump Killer. Now USF down 3-4, but it is once again a save round for Wayne State, so this is still going to be a bit of an advantage for USF, at least weapons-wise. And Bacon hiding here in A main or B main.
It might be an advantage weapons-wise, but definitely not health-wise.
Oh,
And
but Bacon
goes
takes out
huge
all
in B-main.
three.
I sent the punishments on
Bacon
him.
goes huge in B-main as he'll jump out market into logs, and he's able to clean that round up, thankfully. Both the other members for USF Gold were about half HP. That's about maybe one shot from the sheriffs that most the Wayne State had. So it could have been a very sticky situation.
Yeah, but Bacon is not having any of it.
Yeah, Bacon's kind of the savior, if you will.
And this is looking like a even match at this point. I mean, 3 rounds down. It's not too much. Obviously, Wayne State is very close to that match point, but they haven't won a round in a while.
If USF is able to pick up this round, it becomes a whole different story.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Now we have Taunt pushing out pretty quickly. Kilroy finally spots him, but doesn't, unfortunately, get any shots down. Now Taunt hides back to get some smokes.
Looks like they might be slightly unaware of where Taunt is playing currently, because if they end up pushing up the A catwalk there, they could get shot in the back. But it looks like they're gonna start looping up towards B here, or backing up slightly. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they're just kind of playing it pretty safe right now. Munoz going to come from behind. He is going to be met with Bacon. Bacon turns around right at the right moment. Taunt might see Psycho. Oh my god, he just barely doesn't see him. Okay, so USF looks like they are now with that smoke gone, they can kind of look into that mid there, and
Looks
now
like Kirk is very aware of where Taunt would be playing.
yeah, Taunt goes down, and now we have Zobi taking out Kilroy and Hindenburg waiting up behind them. BBO1 also with the Odin once again. Loves that Odin. But the plant does go down on A site, and now we'll see how Wayne State decides in this 3v1 or 3v4 to try to.
I'm sure that they understand that this is a very important round for them to win too, just as much as it is important for USF Gold to win.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they have much money right now, so it's not going to be great to lose this. So BBO1 going for the Odin. The Odin push in. We'll see how that works. Psycho does take out Zobi, and Jump Killer takes out BBO1. and Hindenburg, and now that's another round for USF. We got 9-11. They're taking this back.
Absolutely.
They're not ready to go down this first match without a fighting chance.
Yeah, so USF Gold, they really just played their numbers there. They held very good position. Psycho able to pick up Zobi as he placed down his turret. It was great timing there. And looks like we got another save round from Wayne State. So this could be potentially 10-11 for USF Gold, and then it's going to come down to the next gun round, hopefully, as long as USF Gold is able to play anti-eco here and able to pick up this round pretty cleanly.
Yeah, it's starting to look good for them. The momentum's definitely in their favor, if anything. And now Taunt once again at mid, jump killer, and that drone going in, but yeah, they're gonna hop back after getting recon bolted.
Looks like Munoz is playing close here with Shorty.
Yeah, we'll see if this works out for Munoz. It just very well could. The Shorty is going to do a lot of damage at that close range.
Looks like it's a bit of a stack here at B for Wayne State.
Yeah, it looks like only. Well, they got two players. They got two players at A.
2 at B and then 1 kind of watching mid.
Yeah, he's like mid, but also not at the same time. And we have the Wolf coming in here. Is gonna possibly spot Kirk and again. I forget the names. But we do have. We'll see if Kirk goes for the A site push right now. We have Taunt all the way back. All right, and the flash goes in, and now it looks like it's going to be a bit of an A push, and they are able to take out both of the people watching A. Psycho goes right in, and now it's yeah, this is going to be pretty good for USF now holding this. They have Munoz stuck with the Shorty. Taunt also stuck with the Shorty. Trying to retake with the Shorty is not really what you want on most occasions.
It's borderline impossible here.
Yeah, tries to jump in, get something started at hell, but just nothing really is going to work there. Kirk picks up BBL1, and now this looks like USF is going to bring this to 10-11 at this point. We got just Taunt left alive on 14 HP and his recon bolted. Psycho with the 4K that round.
Wow, he gets Psycho. He's going Psycho right now. I mean, that all started from his dart towards B main, the fake from outside of A. I mean, it was something else as Wayne State here is calling a timeout.
Okay, Wayne State goes for a timeout. Oh, we do have the maps on the side now. So yeah, we do see that it was USF. Oh wait, USF's pick was Ascent? Is that true?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it might not be. That might just be a miss. That's not true. But USF picked Icebox. But USF is we're currently on Ascent. We'll see Icebox next and then Split. I like that little graphic thing. That's cool.
Graphic is very cool.
Yeah, if we had it right. But we do have a timeout right now from Wayne State. It looks like trying to bring it back together, hopefully try to figure out what they're doing wrong at this point, because they started off very strong and they're not going as strong right now.
Yeah, USF just picked up 6 rounds to Wayne State's 1. So, I mean, the momentum's definitely in USF's favor here. And Wayne State, they needed to recollect themselves, maybe have a chat with their coach to try and figure out how to counter this, how to fix what's going on.
Yeah, we're going to go into this now. All right, USF's got to be feeling pretty good, you know, forcing their opponents to do a timeout. You know, they're obviously a little shook. And USF, what was that, 6 rounds in a row at this point? Only 1 round lost on attacker side. So, you know, we were saying how it was good that they were going in on defender side in the beginning. But it looks like attacker side is ending up being much more their strong suit, or defense is much more Wayne State's weak suit. So, weak suit. I don't know if that's how you say that, but
yeah, about.
Yeah, it's something like that, right? All right, so we have Taunt pushing up a little bit aggressively in mid here. Possibly might beat Kirk if he goes into that smoke, but oh, and yeah, Kirk's gonna be able to take that out.
The timing for Taunt there for the smoke to just fade. This Kirk is sitting there.
Yeah, and that spot worked for Taunt a few times, and I see why they went for it. But you know that if someone's behind you, behind that smoke, that it's gonna be donezo for you. So
yeah, and especially the game of Valorant, sometimes 3 is not the charm.
Yes.
And so maybe after 2 times it ends up successful. Maybe you don't go for the 3rd.
Maybe not a 3rd. Oh, but we have Munoz is going to take out Kirk on that op right there. Gonna get back, float around a little bit like Jet does.
Yeah, there he's trying to spot anybody mid. He didn't see anybody there, but he's still very aware that there could be players mid, and he's watching it like a hawk. As USF starts to group up towards B main here, we had 2 players shifting over from Wayne State to A.
Yeah, this is that's not. They're not really sure where USF is going to go, and it looks like they're ready to go for B.
But BBO1 here, he's sitting in CT with his Odin, his trusty Odin.
Yeah, BBO1 with that Odin. It has worked out a few times, but also It's definitely not worked out a few times. Start pouring out the bullets towards the push, and now USF kind of gets on site with absolutely no damage from that Odin taken. Kilroy coming up from behind. This is going to be scary. I doubt anyone's watching this. Does take out one, but BBO1's able to turn around just in time.
Yeah, now that makes it very sticky for Wayne State as there's only 2 alive, and it's very hard to cover every angle with just 2 players, and Jump Killer takes out another.
Yes, now it's just the one, and this is looking like a tied game somehow. Not what I was expecting at all at this point, but this is looking like a tied game.
Team ace.
All right, and that's a team ace right there. Everyone gets one, and there goes another round for USF.
Yeah, now it's tied up. It's tied up just like that. Looks like the timeout didn't really go to as Wayne State planned there. And USF takes another round, and Wayne State here is still...
Yeah, Wayne State's got to be shook. I mean...
Yeah, they have questions unanswered.
But USF is also, I mean, this is where all the work is going to pay off at this point. So definitely don't let it slip if you're USF. Both sides probably feeling the pressure a little bit coming towards the end of this match. This is going to be the starting match, which is always huge. Going to go for the Wolf going into sight right now. Kilroy back at mid.
It's a bit of a save for Wayne State too, so ultimately this should be USF's round if they play correctly.
Yeah, we have Munoz with the ult right there, and we have BBO1 on the Sheriff. Looks like it's definitely a save round for them, so USF should definitely take advantage of this. Looks like they want to go for mid. Yeah, Munoz looking around at B, sees no one. Kilroy pushed up a little bit. Looks like USF is definitely pushing for mid.
And then door closed by Munoz is going to further push them towards A. As there's 3 players stacked there currently, one with a shorty, that being Taunt. Let's see what's going to happen. It's a 3 stack here from Wayne State, and the ult comes out from USF Gold.
And now we got some damage going in on BBO1's going to have to turn around. Jump Killer on site, going to push Zobi, and Zobi goes down too, and now we have USF with a bit of site control, and Wayne State on the defense now.
That take there from USF was clean. It was very clean. They were able to pick up Taunt and BBO1 and Tree. As he just gets picked off, he wasn't able to do much in this position.
Yeah, and now another flawless round from USF, and they're up 12-11. This game 1 could be USF's game 1 after a 4-10 half.
Yeah, something like that.
So
absolutely bonkers, really.
Crazy comeback from them. You know, trying not to be biased as a caster, but also biased because we're USF casters. It's good to see. We definitely love to see it here.
Puts a smile on my face.
If Wayne State's in chat, sorry, but we like to see it here. All right, let's see what USF does to try to take this now.
It's gonna be
try to finish it up. This is gonna be match point if USF can take this round. And
it's
obviously they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's a buy on both sides too, so it's gonna be a close one. It could be anybody's round, really.
It goes for the ult point here. We have Taunt waiting pretty eagerly outside of A. But USF gonna back up a bit.
You want to play? Let's play.
It looks like USF here. Kilroy's gonna pop his special op.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that's insane about that is the fact that you have a Vandal and an op on you. That's
and a pocket sheriff too.
Yeah, you have everything.
Yeah, you have everything you need to clutch, to win.
Oh yeah, and
to win your gunfights.
Kirk pushing pretty far up here. He's gonna possibly met with Hindenburg. The door is closed.
It's like Kirk's giving us a little map tour.
Yeah, Recon Bolt is gonna spot Kirk, and now goes for the flash in order to kind of save himself, and also, yeah, I think mostly it's just to buy some time to get out of there, but is a little bit stuck. And Taunt takes out Kilroy. It's gonna be 5-4.
I think Kirk here is kind of being a distraction for 2 of Wayne State's players as the rest of the team pushes up to A and great pick off Taunt.
And a good push, yeah, good push, good double push right there to get out Taunt, and now they're got A site pretty much under control. Gonna go for the plant. Let's see if most of USF has gotta get to the site because not all of them are there right now. But it looks like they're pretty close. We have Kirk coming in through mid, and we have
the Killjoy coming out from Wayne State. It's a 4v4.
Oh, and Zoe takes out Kurt. Jump Killer stuck underneath here. Oh, and Psycho. Oh, they're detained, yeah. So a little bit screwed there. Bacon is going to go for the pull. All right, it's a 1v1, and Jump Killer takes it, winning the round with the 4K. That came out of nowhere.
That was absolutely huge by Jump Clear. It looks like they didn't clear him. They thought they detained someone.
Yeah, they
I
did.
guess?
He was in hell.
Yeah, but he was in hell, and they weren't aware.
That's going to be a USF clutch if I've ever seen one. That was a bit crazy. USF goes up 1-0 in this series. Got to be feeling good now going into game 2 on their own map pick.
With the momentum.
Yeah, that's USF gold. That's definitely some peak USF gold if I've ever seen it. That was a game to watch.
Absolutely. Some big rounds from Seco too. Seco and Jump Killer, they went huge a few rounds, were able to clutch, able to really start to swing that momentum, and that's really what they needed. Munoz there was absolute animal too.
Yeah.
Able to get picks in mid, able to get picks on B main. You know, he was able to get his taunt with his he's kind of taunting them with his little shorty up close. But yeah, you know, it's gonna be a really interesting icebox here. It's USF's pick, so it should be their win ultimately, hopefully.
Yeah. That's what you think as USF. You're going into this is our map pick. We just won not our map pick in pretty spectacular fashion. So this is going to be pretty confident USF going into this. Probably not as confident Wayne State, but hopefully they can pull it back together and we can get a good match. Well, so we're going to go to a quick break real quick between these two games, and we'll be back with you with game 2 of this USF Gold Series. All right, and we're going into game 2. We just saw USF take that match with an insane comeback. Now we'll see what they plan to do for this game 2 on Icebox. What's their strategy? Obviously, this is their map pick. They obviously have some kind of idea of what they want to do going into this. And the team, the agent composition is definitely going to be a bit different. We have Psycho this time on Jet, Jump Killer going to be on Sage, Bacon on Viper, Kirk on Sova this time, and Kilroy is still going to be sticking with that Chamber. And on the other side, we have Taunt on Viper, BBO1 sticking with the Sova, Zobi this time on Sage, Munoz on Jet again, and Hindenburg staying with Sky. So a few players staying the same, but for the most part, a lot of switch-ups.
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Kind of straying away from the two duelist comp as the meta shifts more and more away from that. USF here opting for the Chamber, which I believe I think it's a very good pick, if you will. Chamber is very good on this map, especially with his pocket sheriff and his pocket operator, especially with long sight lines like Icebox, where you can scope in with his sheriff as well.
Oh yeah,
and he really has the advantage when it comes to that. And Wayne State here opting for another info agent in Sky. Not only is she good for info, she's also good for her flashes. So it should be a close one. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I like the picks, especially Kilroy staying on the Chamber. Obviously, did really well with the Chamber last match, so should be this should be another good one here. Hopefully, another close one, even though the last one, although it was close, both halves were not close, which is kind of funny. So we have USF on the defense right now. Wayne State pushing in on this site. BBO1 is going to get the plant down. Psycho trapped in the corner on 3 HP right now.
He's in a bit of a pickle here, and there's not much he can really do except for delay. And BB1 here is looking to contest him.
Yeah, Jump Killer goes down, and somehow Psycho doesn't die there, but is going to go down to that shot from Hindenburg. But able to take out one on 3 HP is definitely pretty solid. We have Bacon and Taunt. Bacon kills Taunt, and Munoz comes behind. That's why. I was like, how did they kill each other? It was Munoz that killed Bacon. Yeah,
asking Bacon to clutch there against 4 Wayne State players, that's a bit too much for him to ask.
Yeah, and we saw last game that Wayne State was definitely pretty confident on attack, and USF didn't do as well on defense as they did on attack. So we'll see if that if that plays out the same way, or if we kind of see both teams now. Now we're in like game 2, warmed up. Both teams hopefully can bring their best on both sides.
It's looking like it's another A rush here for Wayne State, as they're all grouped up towards A.
Oh, and Munoz takes out Kilroy right away, and now we have a pretty open push to get onto the site. Okay, they got 2 players here. Kirk is coming in, and now we have Psycho once again is going to be able to take out Munoz with that pistol and with the classic, and now Psycho hiding in the the poison cloud, but does take out one and does some damage. Kirk able to finish off Hindenburg, and now we have a 3v2 in USF's favor on their save round. And Taunt kind of gets stuck shooting between 2 targets there. Is going to be the Bacon's going to be able to take him out, and now we have just BBO1 versus 3 USF players on a USF save round. He's gonna push through. Does take out BBO or does take out Jump Killer. Now it's just Bacon on low HP and Kirk left alone. That is the one thing about having worse guns is that those fights are gonna be hard even in a 2v1. So we have Kirk pushing back towards site, knowing that a read from Kirk to know that BBO1's not gonna rotate right now, and he's gonna go back to the site because I think if you're BBO1, you start going that way, and you're what you want Kirk to think is that you're going to B.
Yeah, I think BB1 hurt him there at A too, and Kirk went back for a gun. Looks like he's still gonna contest him over at A. As we play a little bit of
only 15 seconds. I don't think he's got 10 seconds left at this point. He's got to get the bomb down very soon.
He has no idea where Yurdi Kirk is.
Yeah, it goes for the plant. Now Kirk can kind of just, he's got to stick this plant at this point, so Kirk can come in and take that pretty easily.
A very clean, thrifty round from USF. They were very aware of that mid push from Taunt. I mean, he did it last round. He might do it again, and there he was.
Yeah, and yeah, especially that was definitely a good save round. Especially at the end, I think Kirk really just made it so difficult to get that plant down in a safe way. There was no way to. It was hard to know where he was going to be, and yeah, it was just good play from Kirk all around there to clutch out that round. And now we got round 3. Both teams with 1 round. We'll see how this goes. And now this is obviously already starting out a little bit closer than the last game started out. USF definitely getting in the swing of things. We have Munoz pushing up through this.
Looks like we have a heavy mid push from Wayne State. Taunt is going underneath 2 into orange there.
All right, Jump Killer spots 1, gonna run around. It looks like it's definitely gonna be a bit of a mid push here from Wayne State, and now Kirk ready to shoot, ready to get him down. Psycho takes out 1, Psycho takes out 2, and flawless round from USF. That's I don't even know how that was very quick.
Yeah, USF they were very prepared for that one.
Kind of overwhelmed them at mid.
Yeah, exactly. They knew where they were going. They're like, all right, this is how we counter this. And so they did it, executed perfectly. Wayne State couldn't do too much there, especially on a save. Couldn't really ask for too much. Maybe a plant they're hoping for, but they couldn't even get out of mid because of USF just overwhelmed them. Looks like it's going to be a heavy A by Wayne State once again. It worked before, it might work again. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, going for A now. Pretty quickly, it looks like at this point, they're just running right in. Psycho on the back does notice them, is going to drop down. We have Kirk and Kilroy also here, ready for this push, it looks like. We'll see what they can do, trying to get in here. All 5 Wayne State players pushing right in. Kind of pushing USF to back up a little bit. Psycho is slowed. Oh, and Taunt takes out Kilroy. Now we have Psycho in the back. He's going to get walled out.
Spike planted.
Puts down the smoke to try to get away, and now we have Psycho kind of pushed back. We'll see if USF can go for this retake.
Yeah, Psycho there, he's looking for maybe 1, and then he's going to get out as he resets there for the retake with the rest of his team. And we have a flank here from Bacon. Looks like no one's watching it currently. He has good timing.
And here comes Bacon coming up from behind, and now he's going to push right up. Oh, the jumps back down, and BBO1 is ready for that, though. Does hear it. It's like a Jump Killer all alone. He's going to go down, and this is going to be an even match so far, 2-2. Definitely going a lot more back and forth this game.
Yeah, the post plant there from Wayne State once again. Always praising their post plants.
Yeah, their post plants are good. They know how to handle a post plant. I think that's probably the reason why they did so well on attack side and why they are doing well on attack side right now. So definitely something to look out for.
Yeah, I think USF here, all they have to do is stop them from getting on site, and that's the main reason why. That's the main way they're going to win their rounds, especially on their defense.
Yeah, and they seem to have a bit more luck. USF seems to have a bit more luck when they go more aggressive on this defense side. So we'll see if that's what they plan to do. Looks like we got an ult pop from Bacon right away.
Yeah, and this is really good because it kind of cuts off any hope that Wayne State had going B.
Yeah, and Munoz isn't ready to give it up. Neither is Taunt. They're waiting for this either this to dissipate or just waiting to see what happens. But looks like it might be a bit of a push. Bacon gonna run back.
That's the right call for Bacon, especially because they're dogging through. There's no reason they would start contesting at ult unless it was all 5 there. So Bacon backing up there, I believe, is a smart play. And Wayne State here kind of overwhelms this B long area, and they take over this ult. Ult's gonna dissipate shortly. Yep, so it's gonna be B execute from Wayne State.
Yeah, they're able to get control of this site. I think Bacon kind of was planning to hold that with the ult pretty solidly, but it didn't end up working out, but Psycho on the op is able to take out one, and now Wayne State, you know, they haven't got the plant down just yet. Have they got the plant down? Oh no, they're going for the plant right now. Plant's behind the wall. Is getting poisoned, looks like. All right.
Yeah, Bacon, they're playing the anti-plan. He's using his mollies to great fruition.
And we got, oh, and looks like Psycho, yeah, definitely was going for a bit of a farther smoke there. Going for the push with the ult, doesn't get anyone down. Hindenburg takes out both Psycho and Kirk, and it's just Kilroy in a 1v3. Does have mostly full health. He's gonna go for the push, but yeah, Taunt is able to get the advantage from up above there.
Yeah, it looks like Wayne State, especially at the end there, they were very aware that the flank was coming through as BBO1 pushed through mid there. And that's not all he did. He also got many kills at the back of yellow there. He's able to really play off of Hindenburg's flash very well. As soon as he flashed, he swung out, and he was able to get two, I believe, and never went down. So, you know, they played the post plant once again very well. Bacon doing all he can to really delay it, but ultimately they were able to get it down.
Yeah,
So it looks like it's
once
going to be
again,
a bit more of a default from Wayne State.
once again, their post plans proven to be pretty good. So, as your USF, try to just stop them from planting as much as you can. Bacon a little bit aggressive here, up on top. It's going to be, once again, aggression has worked in the past for them. We'll see if it continues to work. But right now, Wayne State in a bit of a flow on how to get onto the site and take it. And once again, they force Bacon a little bit back. They look like they're going to be gaining control of this site. All right. Yeah, lots of site control right now from Wayne State. Bacon kind of pushed back behind this wall. Will he be able to get in? Looks like he's probably going to wait for his teammates to back him up, but
It's looking like a 5v5 retake. And I think USF has most of their utils still, although it is a save as well. So they're just going to look to maybe get one or two.
yeah, lots of sheriff shots going down right now, but unfortunately, none of them really connecting, and now a flawless round from Wayne State. It's going to go up 4-2.
Yeah, they were able to really just overwhelm the site there. As soon as USF peeked out, they were immediately getting shot by 4 players. Especially with sheriffs, you know, there's really not much they can do. Wayne State, once again, played the post plant very well.
Yeah, and they not only do they play the post plant well, they know how to get onto the site very quickly.
Absolutely.
They pretty much know they've been able to take over the site and push USF defense back pretty easily. So
Looks like we have an operator here on the hands of Seiko. He's going to be looking mid. And Kilroy here is going to pop his ultimate. Looking over towards A main. He's going to get droned out.
yeah, drone does see him, but he's gonna take it out. Does get recon bolted, teleports back. And Kirk is going to send in a counter drone right now, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a battle at A. Wayne State's pushing in. Kirk gets slowed, gets stunned, gets everything, and BBO1 just jumps right on. And now complete control of the site. Jump Killer does take out Hindenburg. It's going to be a 4v4.
And Wayne State with the Viper spit here as well.
Oh yeah, the Viper ult is going to kind of take control of the site and make it even harder for USF to retake. But Bacon takes out BBO1.
And that's a good start. That's a very good start.
Yeah, now they're up by 1 player. Gonna go into the smoke here.
Jump's feet might get spotted here.
Oh, and yeah, Taunt does spot that out and is able to take out Jump Killer.
And now it's a 2-on-2, and now a 2-on-1. No Viper.
Oh, and Munoz, it's gonna be a 1v1. Munoz on lower health too. This could be the round for Kirk to take. Goes around towards the bomb. Goes for the fake. Doesn't have too much time to go for. Yeah, and just a good hold from Munoz there, just hiding behind the wall, not letting anything go.
Yeah,
He's going to make it out.
There's ice in his veins. You know, he wasn't peeking that for his life.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. Kind of knew that the only option that Kirk had there was to stick it. It was getting towards the end of the bomb timer. The only option he has was to stick it, so why not just wait it out until he's forced to stick and just clean him up.
Yeah, Munoz played that very well. Their post plant, though, especially with the Viper spit, it could have been a bit stronger. I think they played it very well, but USF was able to find a way around it. They were able to find their space, and they were able to get some picks.
Yeah, they were able to break it down to a 1v1 at least, at least. So, oh, that recon ball goes down right away. So it looks like it's going to be a B setup right now. How does Bacon handle this? It does look like they are keeping Bacon kind of alone on B. So they're going to have to do a rotate to back him up as they push in. Is able to get the recon bolt kill, but is going to get spotted by it too. And now the flashes are going to mess everything up for Bacon. And now
A very fast flank here from Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho not going to be able to take out Taunt, and now it's just going to be another plant down for Wayne State.
And now it's a 3-on-5 with Sheriffs once again for USF. It's going to be another...
Ooh,
no, a 2-on-5.
There goes Kirk. Once again, Wayne State kind of showing their proficiency on the attacker side and are able to hold this pretty well. Yeah, Munoz with the op is going to take out one more on Kilroy's just jump killer here. Is going to get spotted by Recon and is going to get kind of killed by a lot of people all waiting there.
Yeah, they played their post plan well. It looks like their Viper has lineups as well. So that's another thing to take into account to their post plan. You know, they start delaying on site, and then the Viper backs up to go play post plan. I mean, it's a barrier. You know, it's a fortress really. Their post plan. And USF on save there. There's not too much you could ask of them. They're able to get just one kill this time. Looks like they're going to be in their bye this round, and Wayne State is obviously going to be on their bye this round as well. So this round could be anyone's game as Wayne State stacks up towards A.
All right, and here they come with the push. Munoz with the op is going to go in for Kilroy, and Psycho with the op is going to be able to take out Zobi, and now it's USF up one man. Can they use this advantage and kind of make something out of it? Munoz not ready to give up this op on A side, and it looks like Taunt's also going in. They still want A. They are going for it. We have Kilroy waiting, playing pretty patiently up in here.
And now there's kind of a standstill, kind of.
Oh, here comes a flash, and is going to be able to catch Hindenburg running in, but Hindenburg is going to win the gunfight there. And now we have a 4v4. Oh, it's Psycho takes out Munoz very quickly. That was
that was speedy.
Yeah, that was something. So we have once again USF in the advantage on the player side, but they use and that op is also going to make it really hard to plant. Just delaying the plant a little bit.
Yeah, I was just delaying the plant once more.
Yep, plant's going to go down once again. BBO1 going to be able to take it. Now, when Psycho just misses the op shot, is going to go down to 1 health.
Only for the time because of the decay from the Viper as well. He's going to get healed back up from, to top because of the Sage as well.
Yeah, so now we have another post-plant situation. USF is up, but can they bring this back? Can they retake the site?
So it looks like it's a 4v3, but there's Sova, BBO1. Looks like he's going to be playing for his ult back there back at A.
Oh, and Taunt almost takes out 2, but the wall messes him up there for sure. And now it's BBO1 on the ult is going to try to go for the diffuser, but jump killer with enough time? Just enough time.
Yep. Sure. No, that's a great retake by USF. They found the timing into Maze, and I don't remember who it was, but they were able to find one, and then they were able to find 2 because everybody else started swinging. It's kind of a collapse onto the site, and that's what they need to do to retake these sites.
Yeah, I think if they can get one player out before they can get the bomb down, it's going to be a lot easier. At least one player, 1 or 2, try to get them while they're pushing in, which I think is again what they're doing with when they go for a more aggressive play. Why it's working out is because they're able to win a few gunfights before the plant goes down or anything.
Right, and now USF looks like their defense is going to be slightly B focused as there's 3 players stacked up there towards yellow.
Yeah, and after the first few rounds, they've been kind of putting just Bacon on B, kind of trusting the Viper utility to hold it. But this time they're going for a bit more of a B play. But once again, a lot of utility towards A, but definitely a default from Wayne State right now. Not decided on any one site just yet.
Yeah, they're just being really patient here, just trying to find maybe a pick here before they begin to decide even.
Yeah, it's definitely obviously a good thing to go for. You want to get something to open up the site, but Psycho is going to open up Wayne State, takes out 1, and now 4v5 trying to get onto his site is going to be a little bit more difficult.
And Ton looks very aware of this trip there in kitchen. Looks like he doesn't really want to push past as the rest of the team floods into B.
All right, and Bacon is going to get taken out by BBO1. The wall goes up from Zobi, and now we are going to be able to get a plant down from Wayne State.
Spike planted.
Psycho going for the jump. Oh, just misses Zobi with the knives, and now kind of throws the ult away, but does have an ult still to back himself up.
And they're finally able to kill Taunt there. He really delayed a lot of time there. He really bought his team a lot of time to really set up their post plant.
Ooh, and Psycho just not looking the right way. We are going to get a revive on Kirk, so we will have, once again, even match. And seeing the Sage, we are the first revive I think we're gonna see this series so far. Gets down the Wolf. They're going to have to go for this. They're running out of time to retake this site. BBO1 takes out 4K from BBO1 so far. Kirk's going to take out Hindenburg. Can it be BBO1 with the ace?
I didn't even realize he was getting all those kills.
Yeah, I didn't see until it came to 4 kills, and I was like, oh, wait, he can finish this out.
Yeah, so once again, USF had the right idea with their wall. They're trying to wall and plan it off real quick, but it looks like Jump Killer got picked as soon as he placed the wall down. So just unfortunate, really. Fortunate series of events there. As Wayne State, once again, they set up their post plant nicely. Very nicely, as just able to counter everything. Taunt did a lot of work there in kitchen, just delaying. And now it's going to be, looks like another A focus hit.
Yeah, once again, going up pretty early on in this match. Wayne State, they're going to go up in rounds pretty cleanly. We'll see if they can take this one and make that even easier. They did take out Kilroy very early there. Munoz with the knives out.
Now it looks like USF they're all just going to kind of group up and get ready for this retake. It looks like
Munoz playing a bit aggressive with these knives. Doesn't get anything.
BBO1 is very aware of this flank, though.
Oh, and Psycho caught reloading. Gets a lot of damage, but is able to clutch it out and takes out Taunt with the headshot. Not what I expected to see there. Definitely expected Psycho to go down, but we have Jump Killer pushing in behind. Might be able to catch BBO1 from the side here. Is going to be quiet. Getting on. Kind of knows where BBO1 is. Oh, misses the shots. Don't want to miss those. And Kirk too. Oh man, BBO1 who was it? Who was the USF player there? They were in a good position and kind of threw it away, trying to kill BBO1 and missed a few shots.
Yeah, Jump Killer there and Bacon, they both tried to flank, and they weren't expecting Jump Killer after they killed Bacon, but unfortunately he just wasn't able to finish off the shot. So it's really unfortunate. Yeah, but Wayne State, they played that well once again.
Yeah, and another solid first half from Wayne State. Not letting the second half of last game bother them, and now we're going to the last round. We'll see if USF can make this.
It's like the B focus hit, and the Viper's pick comes out from USF.
Munoz pushing into the Viper, but Bacon is able to take that. Gets caught in the ult from BBO1 though.
And the timing from Taunt, he was able to find Jump Killer as well, and that kind of opens up East side, and Wayne State gets a res here at B main. Psycho comes in with the op though at Snowman.
Munoz back alive, and it looks like they're going to go for the wall to plant once again. That is definitely their safest way. It has been their safest way to get the plant down on B side every time. Yep. See it once again. The Sage Wall is going to block out anyone from being able to kill that planter.
Yeah, that Sage Wall is definitely very necessary, as it blocks off anybody from mid as well as Snowman from really seeing the plant go down.
Exactly. Now Munoz is going to have Kilroy. Munoz getting some.
Seems like we got a bit of an earthquake here at USF.
Something's going on.
And Wayne State, they were able to clean up the round pretty nicely. So
sorry about that. There was just a very loud noise over here.
Switching sides.
And it looks like we have a 9-3 half for Wayne State.
Yeah, once again going up pretty solidly. We'll see if what USF does to take this back.
Yeah, USF's their mental's got to be pretty shot right now. They first started off so well with the comeback, and now they're here once again. Another sticky situation, 9-3 down.
Yeah, maybe they're looking to take this back. Maybe they'll say, we did it once, we could do it again.
Absolutely. Looks like maybe an A fake here from USF, as they have 2 players stacked up over towards A and the rest towards B. So maybe something sneaky is going to be coming out.
Yeah, maybe they can kind of do a little bit of trickery, I guess. Try to mix them up, and we'll see what the B push does. But not playing pretty fast on B2. It's not like they're maybe their plan is more to fake B at this point, it looks like, but not really sure what they're going for. It looks like, yeah, okay, so Jet's going back to B. Looking like they want to go for B so far.
Yeah, it looks like Taunt's just giving them sight. They're just willing to play retake here, as they know that USF, you know, their retake is, I mean, their post plan is strong, but Wayne State's probably confident in their retake.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get onto the site, and Taunt here is able to catch Jump Killer from behind. Just kind of missing out on where he was there.
And that was so no Sage wall. Oh, looks like the wall was placed down, so that's good at least. Still no bomb plant.
Yeah, bomb plant hasn't been able to go down yet, and Kilroy kind of stuck in a bad spot. And now we have a 3v5 for USF. Can they get this plant down? Can they take this round for the first round of this half?
Bomb's currently
not in the greatest position there.
flying towards A, actually.
Kirk takes out one but gets traded out, and now we have Bacon going towards A, Psycho going towards A. With 30 seconds left, BBO1 is on site. He's gonna shock dart, kind of run in, but they do get the plant down. And now it's just a defense on this pistol round, but BBO1 takes out Psycho. Bacon's gonna take out Hindenburg, and now we have a
Going for the
knife attempts from Wayne State. Sure, if you want to try, go for it. I guess you had the man advantage there to do it, but it was a little bit sketchy.
Oh, definitely. Tom was low HP. You know, he's a single shot to a
Yeah.
classic. So if he gets that kill, then it's a one-on-one, and who's to say Bacon doesn't win that?
Yeah.
Wayne State played that defense very well, especially Taunt there. He was able to find the space that his wall really provided, and really caught Jump Killer with his pants down, trying to put the wall up and plant as soon as he can.
Yeah, now we'll see how USF plans to take this back. They are down this first round and a half, which is not the best place to be in. Always, you know, you lose the first round, you're kind of stuck on a save, and now see what happens. Munoz here is also going to be going with the Sheriff, though.
Yeah, looks like he might be trying to save for an op here in the second round.
Yeah, Zobi pushing up pretty quickly here is going to run into Kilroy, but doesn't get a kill. Psycho getting healed up here.
That wall mid gives Wayne State a lot of information. They know they can either be all A main or they can all be B main, and Taunt here is pushed all the way through B main, so there's only one place they can pop really B.
Oh, and Taunt takes out two with the Sheriff from long range.
Yeah,
Doesn't even need the full gun. Psycho gonna push in here. Gonna be met with Taunt. And Taunt takes out 4 just for BBO1 to finish it off with Bacon. And now Wayne State is playing a lot more confident right now than they were last game.
absolutely.
In the second half.
Taunt there on the B side, he's a brick wall. He'll flank you. He'll be right up in your face, and he'll kill you. Even if you just have pistols, he'll be there. If you have a gun, he'll be there. Taunt there, he's doing very well to lock down that B site. And I think Wayne State understands that, and they're kind of planning for this A hit here as they have 3 players stacked up over towards that site.
Yeah, and Wayne State gets closer to match point right now. We have pretty big disparity in the scores on both sides. You know, with some of the top Wayne State players kind of doing really well right now. Oh, and Taunt takes out Psycho. Zobi takes out Kilroy, and this is already a fast disadvantage for USF. And now what are they going to do to try to counteract this? We are going to have Jump Killer take out Taunt. Taunt being an extremely difficult player for them to deal with right now. Kirk does get spotted. Hindenburg is going to push in.
Hindenburg's finding a great time here on a Kirk.
Yeah, now
swing
Kirk
together.
getting a bit distracted and isn't able to take it out. But Bacon with 2.
Spike down, attackers
Bacon not
spawn.
letting this round go away. Gonna have to 2v1 to take this though. Both the defenders are on B site.
I said they'd be pushing B site too. And then I'm not sure they're going to expect Bacon up here in their spawn, but they're probably going to see the bomb now.
Yeah, they are gonna see the bomb. Bacon kind of watching it.
One
Oh,
enemy remaining.
that was a bit scary. Looked away at the wrong time. Oh, and doesn't get the venom in the right spot. And Bacon with the 4K clutch. Not gonna let this go to match point just yet. That's gotta feel good if you're Bacon. That was a clutch. That was something insane.
Yeah, that was truly a clutch. And USF here is going to call a timeout. That's the right call here.
Yeah.
Just kind of recollect themselves, understand what exactly is going on with Wayne State as they push through A and then they push through mid, and they kind of just overwhelmed USF while they're still in spawn. There wasn't really any plan. Yeah, Bacon there with the clutch. I mean, you know, it kind of
that was definitely a saving grace for them. That might, if they end up taking this game, you know, they're in a really bad position right now. Obviously, they've done it once before. They might be able to do it again. If they take this game, it's all because of that round of Bacon.
absolutely.
That was definitely played super well, just holding the bomb and kind of being, even though he missed the first, like wasn't prepared for the first player, and then misses the Viper spit on the second player, but still is able to clean it up and take that. Just being confident in his headshots, taking a bit of time to line it up instead of being really antsy with his shots. And now we'll see USF, this timeout's going to go down in just a few seconds, and we'll see what they plan to do to try and take this game back, at least get it a little bit closer before we possibly go to a game 3.
Yeah, here I'm hoping for USF is maybe they have a different strategy going into this one. Maybe they put some more presence mid as the Sage, I think it's Zobi, was able to put the wall down there 3 rounds in a row. And that's something that really hindered USF's attack, as Wayne State knew exactly where they were at all times. And they just didn't have to worry about mid. So looks like it's going to be an A push here. They have a trip mid.
Yeah, and it's going to be a smoke goes in, going to block them off. Munoz not going to be able to get anything with the op other than a drone. Bacon spotted, it looks like, and now it's going to be a pretty quick push. Goes for smoke on the vault.
Yeah, he was trying to smoke out the dart so we wouldn't see him, but missed the smoke. And Psycho, they were able to get BBO1. A great pick to start, and the Viper's pick comes out from Bacon.
I'm actually going to be honest. I had no idea that the smoke blocks the bolt like that. That's interesting. But so far, it looks like it's pretty much in USF's favor this round. Munoz kind of stuck up here. Not able to get down to the Bacon's ults right now, and Taunt and Bacon are about to have a Viper duel, and Taunt is able to... Oh, and the smoke going down kind of lets it loose for a lot of kills, and now it's going to be just 2v1 for USF, but Munoz is on low HP, and Kirk able to clean it out there.
Yeah, I mean, they played that post pretty well, especially with the Viper's pit, jumping down from the nest area where the 2 Wayne State College players were. I mean, that's very tough to do, but Tom was able to kind of open up the round a bit more for them. Thankfully, USF they were in the right spots to be able to trade those kills out, and ultimately win that round. So that was another big round, as Wayne State's now on a save.
Yeah, and USF bringing this closer to how it went last game. We'll see if they can continue the trend, but it's definitely a hard thing to do again. We'll see what happens. Psycho waiting here at mid. We'll see Bacon over at B. The bolt goes in. Isn't going to spot anyone there, though.
Yeah, it's broken immediately. And Ton here is still aware that people be here as he's jump spotting. And USF still very B heavy, so it looks like they're going to be running into Taunt very shortly. The brick wall himself.
Yeah, Psycho going up here through this tube. All right, Taunt gonna run back. Probably call the team. They're coming B. Get over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be playing post plant, especially with lesser guns.
Kilroy pushing in, ready for this. Hindenburg coming towards B, ready for the defense. Let's see what happens. Bacon flying in. Psycho gets out 1. Zobi's gonna take out Bacon, and now we have a 4v4 going on. Taunt right in Jump Killer's. Zobi takes out Kilroy, and now this is looking pretty good for Wayne State. Kind of just wins us the small gunfights, and we'll see how that goes.
And Taunt there goes absolutely huge for the Thrifty. He was able to just find Jump Killer once again with his pants down.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the other side of that wall. He was able to kill him as soon as he crossed through the smoke. Really, I mean, Taunt himself is taking this game. If they're not able to go B at all and they're pushed straight into players like BBO1 or players like their Jet.
Munoz,
that's right.
Yeah. It's hard to remember which players which because there's no indication on the screen unless you see them in the screen. But yeah, for sure. It's looking pretty hard. Match point for Wayne State. They got to be feeling pretty good to only need this one round to take it. We'll see how this B push it looks like is going. It's a bit split. It's definitely a default right now.
Yeah, the bomb's over at A though, so it might end up being A. Looks like USF's also on a save, so it's gonna be It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, we got 2 drones fighting each other, and now Psycho going for the ult to try to get in. We'll see if that works. We'll see if he misses a shot. I haven't seen too much success from either Jut's ult so far in both games, I don't think. I don't think any of them have really been able to do what they want to do with it, but definitely always a good play to go for.
It looks like the A execute's about to come in as one creeps through maze.
Oh, and Psycho, there we go, takes out BBO1 with just the knife to the head, and now we got a push coming in. Here we go. Takes out another. There goes Munoz. Finally seeing some good play with the Jet ult, and isn't going to be able to clean it out, but does take out 2, making this a little bit easier for USF for this round, and possibly going for, okay, so we get a revive on Munoz, and now we have a 4v4 once again. Kilroy takes out Taunt, though.
Yeah, that was a pivotal kill. Now they're able to play completely safe with their Viper lineups, and they have the Sova ult as well. This round is pretty much in USF's hands, actually.
Yeah, and USF kind of, you know, they have control of this site, and they're not letting it go. Kilroy takes out Hindenburg, and now we have a defused right now, but it does just take out. Bacon takes him out. That was actually way closer than I was realizing. But that is going to be a round for USF. That was very close to being the game, but USF does clutch that out, and we got 6-12. Gonna be a bit of a climb, you know, 7 rounds to win it, or more than that at this point because of overtime. So at least 6 rounds to tie this up is a bit of an ask, but they've done it once. Can they do it again? As I'll say once again.
Yeah, I mean 6 rounds. It's definitely a tough one to come through, especially with the other team on match point. All you need is 1 to win, and you need 6 just to play more.
Yeah, just to keep going. Exactly. Even if you get to that point, you're not guaranteed. So we'll see how this goes. At least USF can maybe try to figure out some stuff about Wayne State and what they can learn for the next game if they don't win this one. So we have we got a ult coming out from Kirk right now. Is able to get some damage on Taunt, and Psycho finishes it out. And now we have Kilroy blocked out in this tube. I'll put down the what is that? That's a teleport, right?
Yeah, that's like a teleport anchor.
I don't understand that character fully yet, but he's really cool. Oh, goes for the shock dart into the tube, and now BBO1 gonna push Kilroy into the tube, but Kilroy does win the battle, and now Munoz coming up to try to finish it off. But Kilroy takes Munoz out too, and now this is looking pretty good for USF. Only 2 players left. Plant is down, and they're in a good place to take this to 7-12.
Yeah, I mean, a 2v5 retake. They finally pick up Kilroy in mid. He just delayed so much time, able to get 2 there.
Yeah, Kilroy with those two kills was unexpected, but very pivotal in this round. And now USF able to finish that out, bring it to a 7-12.
Yeah, I mean, USF also able to hold on to 3 guns there. I mean, they need all the money they can get, and those 3 guns are definitely going to help them if they have any chance of coming back here. Kilroy did a lot there, especially getting 2 kills. He had 1 HP when he was fighting Munoz in mid. And ultimately, I mean, Kilroy just delayed so much time in mid, and just it helped USF win that round.
Yeah, for sure. And now we have USF going in. We have once again 7-12. Once again, match point for Wayne State if they can take this, but USF proven to not want to let it go at this point. Does spot Hindenburg over at mid, and now we'll see if we end up getting a fight here. No, Hindenburg gonna rotate back around, maybe go back and forth from Hindenburg. See what happens there. But Munoz pushing up a bit. Looks like we're getting a bit of aggression from Wayne State. Is it going to work out? Munoz goes down, and USF with the counter aggression is going to take out 2 more. Gets out Hindenburg and BBO1 after losing Jump Killer. So we have a 4-2 advantage for USF. We have Zobi spots one, but is going to get shot from the back, and Kilroy, but Taunt ready to shoot back and just trying to take the time and line up the shot, but Kilroy able to turn around just quick enough.
And lucky for Kilroy too, because he was all but dead there. If Taunt just took a shot a bit earlier, then he would have been dead, and maybe, just maybe, he gets a gun there and does something with it. But once again, it's a 1vx, so just not too likely to win that one. USF's aggression towards mid there, using the Sage Wall to block off the orange angle. I mean, they did that really well, and they were able to pick off players one by one as Wayne State was on their save, so they're kind of expected to lose that round. It's gonna be a full buy here.
That works.
Yep, and we have all right, looks like USF once again going for this B. Seems to be working out for them a couple times. Munoz pushing up pretty far right now. All All right, Taunt does spot one, but Kilroy takes that Munoz in mid there, I think. And then got a push from them from USF. Gonna push Taunt back. See if USF. Oh, actually, USF is gonna go back. Taunt's gonna be able to hold this site, and USF running towards A, and it looks like Wayne State is gonna have to make their way back to A at this point.
Yeah, it looks like they're also.
Oh, USF going mid actually at this point.
Yeah, it looks like they're very aware of. They're not really on B anymore. Sage is watching mid, and so is BB.
Yep, and BBO1 does get spotted. Now we have USF able to put up the Sage wall. Also pass through two here. Jump Killer takes out Zobi, and now we have BBO1 with the ult, trying to do as much damage as he can. Does take out Psycho as Taunt takes out Bacon too. Gonna make this once again an even match. See if Kilroy. Yep, Kilroy takes out one. Oh, Jump Killer revives Psycho too. Psycho goes down again, but
30 seconds left.
got USF goal with 2 players to 1 right now. BBO1 stuck here. Is going to be able to take out Kirk, and now we have 3 kills on BBO1. Can he finish this out? Kilroy. I was trying to remember who it was. Kilroy is super low. Does get the plant down with 10 seconds left here. Just has to hold this, but BBO1 knows what to do. And that's going to be the game for, that's going to be game 2 for Wayne State.
Yeah, Wayne State's gonna kind of take that one. It got a bit sticky towards the end there. USF was able to pick up 5 rounds to Wayne State's 4. So USF, they started to get the momentum again, once again on their attack. And I think Wayne State here is going to be able to pick the map. I'm not too certain.
Or I don't, you mean the side?
The side,
yeah.
That's right.
So we have Split is going to be the final map. So we'll go to a quick break right now. We wait for the players to get ready. And thank you all for sticking around, and we'll see you for game 3, hopefully. All right, and we go into game 3 on Split. We're going to be getting into the agent select here. We do have Bacon going back to that Astra. We'll see what else the rest of the... Munoz going for Reyna this time. First Reyna we've seen this series.
That's very interesting, since Jet is usually the more popular than Reyna on this map. But with the close quarters and Reyna being able to dismiss away whenever she gets a kill, can really prove to be beneficial for Wayne State. We usually see the Rays here. It looks like it's gonna be on Zobi this time. He's played Sentinel the last 2 maps, and it's gonna also be on Psycho here. He played Sova who played Jet last map and Sova the first map. Definitely a lot of switch ups for USF. A lot of different roles being played by different people as Jump Killers once again on Sage. And Kilroy here is now going to be Jet playing Chamber the last 2 maps. For Wayne State, we have Hindenburg once again on the Sky.
Select
Staple
your
Sky.
agent.
And nothing too out of the ordinary. Usually you see another Sentinel along with the Sage or a Viper. But there's no Viper on either side, so we won't have to deal with more Viper play.
Yeah, and it looks like just waiting on Hindenburg to lock in. Okay, there we go. And now we do have both teams are going to be set. We'll be going into this game. USF starting on defense side once again, it looks like, which is definitely interesting. You know, it hasn't worked out for them the best so far. Both first halves have been a little shaky for them, but hopefully Split will work a little bit better for them.
Yeah, this is the first time we're seeing Raze in this game, and Raze, especially on Split, she's a staple. She's excellent on Split with her nade, able to cut off rushes, or able to combo with the Astra gravity well to really isolate players and make sure they can't move, and the nade just does damage to them. And
oh yeah, that's a combo for sure.
Yeah, it's a combo killer, a killer combo.
Both of those. All right, so we got see what kind of setup they're going for. It's looking like B. Yeah, it's looking like a B setup for Wayne State here. Starting attack once again. Gonna have some players at mid. We have what is it? Taunt. Yep, on the other side we have a few players on the side. Looks like mid is going to be the starting play. Jump Killer ready to block it off with the wall. Been seeing that wall since day 1 of Valorant, I think. So we'll see how this works out. It looks like we're going in. Yeah, pretty quick play from both sides.
Yeah, that wall didn't really slow down Wayne State too much. We see the grab wall and nade combo come through, but to no damage. over on the Wayne State side, and there's still 3 players stacked up towards B, so they're kind of walking into most of USF here.
Yep, we have Jump Killer. Oh, kind of forced out by the grenade. Doesn't take too much damage from it, and is able to get a heal out, but Taunt pushes the heal and is able to take out Jump Killer. And now we go into the push onto site. Zobi coming from heaven, dropping down. It's going to hop around. Psycho with a good headshot.
Spike down B.
But are they ready for BBO1? And yeah, BBO1 with the wall jumps over.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and Kirk takes out BBO1 from behind, and now we just have Taunt left alone at the top here in heaven. Bacon finishes it off.
I kind of lost track of people.
Yeah, that was a lot going on.
People were kind of flying all over the place on that B
Yeah,
side.
that was definitely just lots going on all at once.
Raises
but
were
it
in
was
the air, Util was flying. Nobody knows what's going on.
You're fine.
As we see here, it looks like Wayne State's gonna group up towards A with their shorty. Once again, they seem to really like that gun. I'm not too sure why. It's not very good. But we're gonna see 2 judges out here
Yeah, right.
by USF. One sitting up in A heaven, one sitting up at B heaven. They're kind of expecting this mid push.
Yeah, and we see once again the mid push is coming out. Looks like Psycho spots it. Yep, gonna go for the wall. Now Taunt kind of stuck behind it. Bacon doesn't see anyone yet. Goes for the bit of the jump peek. We'll see if what Psycho goes for with this little spot they got on the wall. But nothing too much. Slow from both sides, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh, and Kilroy is going to spot one out. Bit of a jump peek.
Yeah, it's looking like a mid build-up here for Wayne State. USF has this crossfire hit.
Oh, and Psycho with the judge, able to take out one. Going to hop that towards B, but Jump Killer realizes, hey, there's more here. And Bacon's got B under control right now. We got one pushing through the site, through the smoke, trying to get to Kilroy, but it doesn't work out. Now we just have Hindenburg going to get traded out by Bacon.
Yeah, the double judge combo there. It's set up. It wasn't expected, and that's what ultimately led to Wayne State losing that round, was the double judge there, close up in A heaven and as well as in mid. Psycho able to get one there before getting traded out, and then I believe it's Jump Killer on the Sage, able to trade him out. The trades were very good there for USF, especially in mid area. Wayne State on their save, they're expected to lose that round, but now that they're on a full buy and USF's kind of on a bonus, this round's gonna be definitely a bit more interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We have USF up 2-0. This is the first time they've really gone up in the first half this early, so we'll see how if they can hold it. Looks like Kilroy is going to be hanging out with this shorty. Is going to run into at least a few players. Does some damage, but no kills. Munoz going to be able to take it and get onto site. Kirk and Bacon going to have to push from behind here. BBO1 is going to get the plant down too, so USF going to have to go for the retake, which we once again know that these site holds have been solid for Wayne State.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Bacon with the long range judge, but Kirk is able to take out Zobi. Kind of get the push onto site. Bacon gets taken out by BBO1, and so does Kirk. Taunt gonna come up behind Psycho.
Oh,
No, don't do it. Oh, you hate to see that, but you also love to see it. Depends who you're rooting for. All right, Jump Killer takes out one, but Taunt gonna take out Jump Killer from behind. Taunt with the flank really just screwed them over right there.
Yeah, Taunt likes to taunt with his knife, and he especially loves to flank as well, as we saw that in the last 2 maps.
Yeah, I could see where the name comes into play.
I should probably
Yeah,
play some stars
definitely.
in the astral plane.
And we're gonna see USF here still result to their same usual setup. 2 players over A, 2 would be heaven, and 1 on B site. But they're gonna be on a buy here, and so is Wayne State, as only 1 player died, I believe. So.
Yeah, we have an op on Kilroy right now. It looks like a mid push. It's going to force Psycho and Jump Killer back. He does get the wall up once again, but lots of fire and lots of utility is going to take it out pretty quickly. Kirk catching Munoz.
And Nate is going to slow down Wayne State just a bit, maybe do a bit of damage, force out a heal. But Wayne State, they're very persistent on this B heaven.
Yeah, and uses the smoke to try to get in. Jump Killer is going to slow them down.
And it goes quiet.
Oh, peeks a little bit. Oh, peeking a little bit again. Does know that at least a few of them are there. We'll see Munoz once again still trying to get through this main. And Kirk on defense. Hindenburg does take him out, but goes down. Zoe takes out Psycho, and Bacon takes out Taunt. Just lots of fire going back and forth here. Players are being taken out very quickly. Now we have USF, Wayne State. We have 3v3. USF kind of stuck in heaven right now, trying to figure out their way out.
One thing to take note of, though, is Zoe. Oh, he just got healed up. He was on low HP, but now it looks like everybody's on full HP on both sides. So
yeah, it's going to be an even retake. USF all coming in from heaven right now. We'll see. Looks like they're going for the push, and they're moving in together. Jump Killer takes out BB01. Get a smoke down from Kilroy, and now knows where the bomb is able to smoke out, and now with two players to defend, this bomb is probably going to get defused. And yep, there goes.
That was a great retake by USF.
Did anyone defusing?
Yeah, someone's got it.
Well, they got it. Okay. That was.
No, you defused.
Yeah, you defused. No, I got it. Oh, I want the points.
Yeah, I mean,
They get
USF they retook very well there. They were able to isolate their fights, especially the one on backside, to open it up, and then as well as on B main. Once that wall went down, they were able to just pick them up, clean them up. Very well played from USF, and Wayne State looks like they're on a bit of a sheriff buy here. Looks like Kilroy with the op is going to be in mid this round.
That's yeah.
And it looks like Taunt is going to be going right into Kilroy.
Yeah, we have Kilroy watching right now. Will anyone peek out? Looks like here we go. Got a few players up in mid. The wall does go up, kind of defending USF a little bit, but the shots are gonna. The knife is gonna break the wall down. A few peeks, and there we go. Kilroy with BB01. Probably not the one he was expecting to get, but then also gets Taunt down too, and now. That's 2 kills already for USF in there.
It looks like Wayne State's found a great timing, though, open to A heaven. There's 2 players there already, and USF has no idea.
Yeah, Zoe coming up from behind right now. He's going to be able to take out... No, not another knife. Oh. USF winning this game, but just getting a little bit... I don't want to say... disrespected, I'll say.
Yeah, Hindenburg found a pick over there towards A at screens as well, so that opens up the entirety of A side. But looks like Wayne State just unaware of that at this moment.
Yeah, and USF watching their back now. We'll see what happens now. It's just Munoz left alone. Does have the bomb at least, but picks up the op
30
too.
seconds left.
Not much time to try to make this work, but at least picks up an op and is going to be able to save it probably. Oh, but maybe they're going for the push right now into several USF players. Psycho just has to peek this corner. It goes for the blind.
10 seconds left.
Pushes in. Looks like Munoz wants to plant. Yeah, Munoz wants to plant. Isn't going for the save. But yeah, Kirk's on site.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted just a little bit more money for his team. And said op's not really too useful for Wayne State at this moment since they have... their dedicated opper is now playing Reyna, and you don't really want the op in Reyna's hand because she has to get a kill before she can get away.
Yeah,
it's usually more for a jet or a chamber. And so they don't really need the op. She thought, might as well go for it. Maybe get a bit more money into our pockets.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, you see players up at heaven, you kind of maybe expect that the other players are at A. So it was kind of just like a, I think I can get away with this plan, but Kirk was on site to clean that up. Now we'll see what... Looks like Munoz is going to go for the blind. Probably a pretty quick play, pretty quick push. Yeah, lots of utility coming out from Wayne State. They want this A side. Bacon just getting bombarded. Psycho too. But they are still able to not really take any damage. Just lots of utility going down. Another flash. Zoe takes out Bacon. Psycho flashed out a bit. He's going to meet Hindenburg in the smoke. And Psycho not able to do... that much there, but was really just overwhelmed with so many players that it was hard to really get anything started. So many players and so much utility.
Yeah, especially with that the Astro Wall kind of locked out all the Heaven players, and now we see Taunt playing up in ramps. Looks like he's trying to find his lurk once again.
Yeah, Taunt once again with the weird and almost disrespectful plays, but we'll see what happens here. Hopefully, yeah, both USF players. It just freaks me out seeing them look the other way when Taunt's behind. But Taunt gates at 1. Kilroy is able to watch the back a little bit. Kirk coming in. What can USF do to try to take back this site? They can take out 2 players.
There's only one left.
what they can do.
Screens.
And there we go. And that'll be the round for USF. Up 5-1.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. Every once in a while, you're just like, wait, is it though?
Was that
Is it?
important?
But it was.
Yeah, USF, they played that really well. Wayne State they gave them their one-on-ones, and USF took advantage of that. Kilroy was able to trade out Taunt before he could really get anything going. And that was very critical for winning that round. Kilroy went absolutely huge there with the operator, an op crutch, if you will. Op clutch, if you will. But it looks like that's going to force Wayne State over onto a Sheriff buy once again. And it looks like this heavy B mid presence is probably going to be expected here.
Yeah, once again on a save round, it's going to be good news for USF, honestly. You know, what can they do to once again make another round here? And this is the first time we're seeing USF kind of take the lead on first half. And it looks like Split is working out well for them so far. Lots of utility coming in from Wayne State again. You go right in. Zobi gets all the way onto the plant site. All right, and lots of everything going everywhere, but no one taking damage yet.
Here.
for that.
Enemy kill.
All right, Kilroy takes that one just out of nowhere.
planted.
Just decides that's where one is. Ooh, and very close to getting out BBO1, but just barely misses.
He goes for try number 2 and he gets punished. It's like Seiko here is trying to find a bit of a spot.
Always
And he does.
takes out one. It doesn't know that there's BBO1 behind him, but BBO1 taking his
One
time.
enemy remaining.
Makes it a little bit scary. And through the wall, BBO1 goes down, and that's going to be the defuse for Kirk.
Very clean retake there by USF, utilizing the Astra ult very well there to kind of take sight and isolate all the players on Wayne State to the other side, and they just played that exquisite, really. Seiko there was able to find the spot where he had to be in order to make a play, and he was able to make the play as we know him to make huge plays like that one.
Oh yeah.
Able to find one and distract 2. So
Yeah, and USF really cleaning up the retakes, it looks like, on this map. They're kind of figuring out what to do to be able to stop the plants from Wayne State, because that was their problem the past 2 games has been, you know, once the plant goes down, they really have no answer. But this time they look like they have an answer. Another possible push? No, that's a good default setup actually, with the double for some kind of boost, but
Need that
nothing
back.
crazy yet.
Taking that back.
yeah, it looks very default. USF still tacked up over towards B Heaven area, but still very default.
Yeah.
Very usual.
We got Kilroy. Oh, knows there's a blind out there.
Looks like Bacon has just
Concealment.
went back to a very default smoke suck combo here at A main. He's gonna
And
jiggle
it-
spot a few.
Yeah,
Concealment.
it looks like they're going for A right now. Bit of a slow round, but they're going for it now. And once they go in, they push hard. They throw a lot of utility. Especially, that's what it seemed like this match so far, is they really like the
Turret out.
high levels of utility to get in. Oh, and Bacon goes down to Zobi there. Just unfortunate loss to that gunfight. Now we'll see what they can do from Heaven. We got Kirk coming in. Seiko coming in from...
Yeah, this is currently a 4v4 retake until Taunt gets a backstab.
No, not a backstab. At least does a gun battle there. Jump Killer gets flashed, and now we have Kilroy coming up from A main. Oh, and BBO1 takes out Psycho, but that leaves Kilroy to know exactly where he is. But is he gonna expect another player to be right down there? Is my question.
Great flick by Jump Killer to show you guys screens, but he
Oh, and Taunt from behind once again. That time doesn't go for a knife, but goes for the gunshot. And now we have. There's the second round for Wayne State, bringing this a little bit closer once again.
Taunt is always right behind their shoulders. He's always like whispering in their ear, hey,
I don't know how he's doing it. He's just getting right. He just knows how to get behind USF without being detected, which is not an easy thing to do.
Oh, actually not. Yeah, he just keeps finding just great timing on USF, and USF ultimately pays for it. Wayne State here looks like it's going to be a heavy B, and Kirk is setting up for that.
Placing swarm grenade.
Looks like off in the hands of Taunt.
So we're playing a bit aggressive here. Does get Reyna blinded out. Is going to be able to get out without any damage from Lewis, though. And it looks like B is the play right now from Wayne State. throwing some stuff in there, taking their time though, scoping it out with the op and not pushing their luck too quickly.
Yeah, it looks like USF's pretty ready for this too, as they have Killjoy utility on the site and with the alarm bot and the molly, and they have Sage there as well to throw down some slow orbs to slow them down and allow the rest of her team to rotate. I believe they might also have their Sage wall available, which could play very well into their post plant, or the retake rather.
Yeah, they do have that Sage wall still. Very slow play right now from Wayne State. Not something that they do very often, but that does work out. They get the pick, and now it looks like they got that pick. They're gonna go for their way in. Let's see what Seiko does out here. Zobi with the rocket isn't gonna get anyone, but they do get the plant down, and we'll see how they hold this. We'll see if USF has really figured out their post plant game plan, but Kirk goes down to Zobi, and now we have a 2v5. Seiko able to pick up the op with a bit of a boost there, but there goes Bacon, and now it's just Seiko in a 5v1. Probably going to go for an op save, if I were to guess. Yeah, running away towards A. But they look like they're going on the hunt. They want to find Seiko and get that op out of his hands, but it's going to be most likely... Oh, no, there's definitely going to be... some sightings, but Seiko able to take out Taunt, and now we'll see if another player tries to push him from that same spot. We do have... Here's him in water coming behind.
Yeah, I mean, Taunt, once again, he kind of enters that round once again. You know, he's kind of opening it up for Wayne State here. He finds the great timing onto Kilroy up in heaven, and Kilroy just unexpected, you know, dry peek set like that. Just very well played from Taunt. You know, he's kind of trying to pull Wayne State together and for them to pick up some more rounds on their attack. Split, especially being known as a defensive map, rounds on attack are very important, and they're probably hoping to get 2 or 3 more before this half ends.
For sure.
In order for their defense to be set up in a good spot.
Kilroy playing a bit aggressive, does spot Hindenburg, is going to be able to take him out, and now we have a 4v5 right off the bat.
You will not.
But never mind, we got a 5v5. We got the res on, so it's going to be back to even once again. Is going to have to use that ult though. Now what does anyone go for right now? We have still looks like B is the plan, but maybe they wall it up to get that ult point and are maybe kind of rethinking their plan. Maybe go back to A. Venus is in mid. Taunt takes out Kilroy.
That's a huge pick by Taunt. I don't even know how he found that.
Probably a boost or something, it looks like, but
it looks like
maybe, yeah, B is now their play. They got their pick and they're going in. Kurt does take out one.
Down B.
He's going to be pulled by the gravity just a little bit there. Just misses the shots there. He's going to take a lot of damage, down to 10 health, and the grenade will clean that up. And now we just have 2v4 for USF. Bacon is going to try to come behind, but Taunt ready for it. Taunt knows the behind plays, knows how to counteract him, I guess. So, Jump Killer just not able to do anything from up in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne State, it's Taunt. It's the Taunt show right now.
Oh yeah, Taunt is definitely doing some work for them.
You know, he can do it with a rifle, he can do it with an op, he can do it with anything. You know,
he can do it with a knife.
Yeah, he's finding his mold right here. He's finding his groove, which is something definitely scary for USF, especially going into their attacking half eventually. USF is on a save now with their own shotguns. So we're gonna see. It looks like it's a heavy A stack for Wayne State. Probably
yeah, they're going to go probably pretty quickly into here. Yep, here comes all the utility. They're going to go for it. Bacon looks like he's going for the rotate now. And here they come. Seiko on this site, kind of stuck. Can he get one at least? Misses the headshot there on Zobi's. Probably, you know, had enough time, but just not the precision to get that right there.
Yeah,
this is a hard shot to make.
Very hard shot.
Especially while someone's running right at you.
Right.
Bacon gonna go try to knife the Sage wall down.
USF here is gonna take back heaven.
Oh, and Munoz tries to take that as an opportunity to go in. Does take out one, but gets traded out by Kirk. And now Kirk with the Vandal is gonna make this possibly a little bit easier for USF in this 3v4 retake. But
yeah.
Still gonna be a hard one.
Yeah, Munoz's decision there to push was actually a good one, in my opinion, because he was able to pick up one, and now it's a Now it's a 3v3 retake with just
Last
defense.
player standing.
Oh, and Kirk is going in, takes out 2, goes for the ult too, but it's not gonna work. Is unfortunately misses the shot there to finish it off, and now Wayne State making this round a lot
round
closer. It's
before
gonna
the
be
switch.
last round of half. This could be a completely even half going to the next going to the swap.
Yeah, with a half that started off as 6-2 and now it's 6-5. Potentially, both teams have a bye, so this round a toss up. But potentially going into a 6-6 half, it's definitely a sight that you don't really want to see as a USF fan.
Yeah, and pretty even scores all around too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody's pulling their weight.
Placing swarm grenade.
Taunt especially
Placing
on. I
swarm
mean,
grenade.
Taunt's a different story on this map.
All right, and lots of fire going towards B. And it looks like the bomb is pushing up there too, and mid is getting a lot of pressure from Wayne State, but do they rotate back? It looks like Munoz is going for the switch. Maybe rotating around mid? No, not just yet. But we have Taunt watching with the op.
It looks like USF backed up off of B. They're willing to just play retake here and just hold down B heaven because every time they lose that, they seem to lose the site completely.
Yeah, and that's going to be able to spot out Taunt, but Taunt spots back with the op. Gonna have to run away from the grenade though. And Psycho gets one, goes for the ult, but is gonna not really meet anyone with it. Oh, Zobi's behind, but Seiko able to turn around and get that. That was something I actually wasn't paying attention to the map and didn't know that Zobi was behind. But USF goes up 5-3 right now. Gonna make this a bit of a difficult. Gonna possibly go up 7-5 in this half. Oh, we got a push from Taunt jumping over the boxes.
30 seconds left.
But with the shorty because the op's not really gonna be in play there. Jump killer not ready for Munoz to be holding there. Yeah, this is becoming a little bit closer. Munoz and Seiko about to probably meet each other. So the same with Taunt and Kilroy. Taunt once again playing it slow in the smoke. Seiko's gonna take out Munoz too over there on B.
Left.
And it looks like they're
Spike planted.
Wayne State's gonna decide
One
to plant B,
enemy
but now
remaining.
they know where the one is.
Yeah, Kilroy definitely spotted Taunt right at the end there.
He's getting pushed from both sides, looks like.
Tries to go for the shorty, but isn't gonna work out. And now USF gonna take this half 7-5. Gonna keep the advantage going into the second half.
USF played that very well. They kind of predicted, hey, we're gonna place down the Killjoy. Now they're gonna go back to A, and then they're gonna go back to B once they get that pick. And so USF, they played that well. They played the rotates very well, able to pick up the kills when they needed to, and ultimately slow them down long enough to get the defuse. So a good half from USF and Wayne State respectively.
Yeah, keeping it pretty much almost even, super close. USF with a bit of an advantage, but once again, you said this map being pretty defender-sided, it's not the greatest advantage for USF going into this next half.
Yeah, that's right. You're probably hoping for one more for USF, but that being said, it's not necessarily completely defender-sided. The attacking teams still win. But looks like it's going to be a heavy B mid split here from USF.
Yeah, and a classic, pretty standard first round, I feel like. I mean, they did the same first round for Wayne State, so Munoz does spot out Seiko there. And Kirk shooting too.
Yeah, very standard. The stage wall comes in from Wayne State towards mid.
We have a bit of a aggressive push right there, meeting the USF players in B. All right, and we have Kilroy hanging out in the smoke. Not trying to push anything just yet, and we'll see if USF ends up going back. Maybe going for a rotate or going for mid. It looks like Kirk going to knife the wall a little bit, but then run back.
Yeah, it looks like rotate's not really an option anymore. As Ton is pushed up all the way through A, so they know, hey, no one's A. It can either be mid or B. And now Wayne State's completely playing around that with 3 players over to his B site and Arena coming back towards mid.
Yeah, and it looks like USF is going to make their way over to A. They're going to be met with Taunt. We'll see how they deal with that.
Taking that back.
With the shorty, of course.
Yeah, Taunt around the corner with the shorty once again. Seems to be a play that they're going for, but has it worked out yet? Not necessarily. Psycho at least watches it, but he's going to lose to the battles to the shorty, unfortunately. But the trade will come through to let USF onto the site, and Bacon getting shot by Munoz, but doesn't die.
Looks like they left the bomb behind too, so now it's on Bacon with low HP.
Oh, and that's not great.
Spike down
Lose that
A.
bomb back there. You know, they've been so good with the bomb almost. I haven't even thought about people carrying the bomb. You know, they've been good with it, getting it to the site almost every both teams, both sides. But
Now 10 seconds left. He has to look for the kill.
yeah, jump killer gonna have to kill Zobi here, but Zobi running away as fast as possible.
And now he's
Yeah,
just
it's gonna be able to hide. This is not really gonna be possible. Yeah, able to get away. Raised with that mobility with the jump pack, he's gonna make that so much easier. Jump killer is able to get the kill, but a little too late, and now USF loses the first round of that half. And man, if it was anyone else, right? Anyone else without a mobility, with any kind of mobility, you know, there was a possibility, but
yeah, that's right.
ability, possibility, all those words.
So many illities.
Lots of illities going on there for Zobi.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, Wayne State gonna go up this half. We'll see what happens now. USF gonna be forced onto the save once again. All right, a bit of a push in mid here. Lots of USF players running as fast as they can to get into B heaven.
Looks like
The wall will stop it though. Wall slows them down, but doesn't stop them completely as they break it down. Try to get in. Smokes go down too. Roy takes out Munoz, but BBO1's going to trade it out, and now Seiko pushing in is met with several players. Hindenburg able to take out too.
Yeah, it looks like they decided they're going to slow down, but Taunt once again ready to come right behind.
Last player
Ooh, and
standing.
Bacon with the headshot, but
Spike
not
down
enough.
mid.
And now Taunt.
My gift to you and my lesson.
Yeah, that again.
I think I know what his favorite weapon is.
Yeah, Taunt really. And that's.
It's a heartbreak. It's a backstab, really.
Is that the fourth one? That's like
Yeah.
at least at least 4, I think, at this point. That's crazy. I mean, if you go for it, you go for it, you know.
And he keeps going for it. He keeps getting in those positions to be doing that. So good on you, Taunt.
Yeah, right.
Now this looks like it's gonna be heavy A from USF Gold as they're met with 2 players.
Yeah, and they have the weapons this time, but can they do this quick battle? Taunt pushed down to 31 HP,
Obscuring vision.
but can they push in? Looks like USF, you know, the smoke really slows them down, and here comes the slow from Sage too to make it even harder.
Yeah, there's already 4 Wayne State players stacked up towards A, with now Sage going back to mid. They really just met that aggression with more aggression with the raise nade.
Yeah, and Kilroy gonna run into Taunt passing by with the smoke, and now we have jump killer here.
Last
Not in the
player
greatest
standing.
position. Neither is Bacon. Gets
Spike
taken out by
down
Zobi, and now
A.
it's Kirk stuck here alone.
One down.
Does take out one. Kind of gets pushed out with a nade. Isn't able to retreat, but does take out 2. And now we have here comes coming up from behind BBO1, and yeah, Kirk in a really bad position there. Just nothing really that he's able to do.
Yeah, USF there with their first buy is not really what you want to see, especially getting met there with by Taunt and his Spectre. They just
BYD
met
fam.
with a
Going to
full force, like I said, brick wall. That's what Taunt is, and he really keeps showing it. He's showing his talent, especially during this map. Definitely holding down the entirety of A side, and can do it with an op, can do it with a rifle, he can do it with anything, with a knife.
Yeah,
Um,
even with the knife. And we'll see what happens now. Looks like Seiko going for a very quick push here. Is going to be able to get the shorty kill on Taunt. Takes a lot of damage, and it's going to go down to Zobi. But taking out Taunt, that key player, is going to be huge. Zobi with the ult does take out one. Munoz takes out another, and now we have a
Down A.
very quick USF going down. Kilroy takes out one with the ult. It's going to be pretty close.
Spike's here.
But Spike is down, making this a little bit easier for Wayne State to hold.
yeah, because now USF has to
Here.
come to them.
Yeah, we'll see what Kilroy does with this jet ult. It's a little bit difficult. BBO1 making it hard. Yeah, pulls out the sheriff.
It's like Hindenburg's ready to backstab them as well.
Yeah, Hindenburg coming from behind, but Bacon is ready for it that time. And this isn't
Last player standing.
undoable from either side. Bacon tries to throw the gun, say, "Hey, you can use this," but now just leave himself without a gun.
Looks like everybody had to reload there, as everybody jumps away. Now they can reset the fight.
One enemy
Does take
remaining.
out Munoz. Oh, and it's just BBO1 to finish it out with the headshot on Bacon.
First save there for USF. That was exactly what you wanted. They really punished Taunt there for playing the same position every time close up on A. Seiko was able to find that kill with Taunt's specialty shorty. So they were able to punish him, and they were able to get their picks. Bacon was able to sniff out the flank from Hindenburg right at the right time. And now it looks like it's going to be a kind of a default here for USF.
Time to mobilize.
Yeah, we'll see if they can try to figure out a way to get one of the sites. They haven't really been able to hold anything just yet. Haven't really been able to get to the sites, it seems. It's been pretty difficult for them. Yeah, playing pretty aggressive here. B, making a lot of noise too. Hindenburg is going to hear them.
Yeah, the USF still stacked up over towards B. Not able to do much, just prodding, just trying to figure something out. It looks like they're just going to reset here. Maybe go back to A and...
Initiated.
Okay, but it looks like Kirk goes for the Killjoy ult on site. It's going to look like USF is going to try to push A, actually. Okay, never mind. Taunt is going to meet Seiko. Does take him out. Looks like both of them kind of a little caught off guard there.
That pulled just about all of Wayne State, leaving just Taunt alone. He's going to push in the smoke.
Yeah, the ult making this difficult. Bacon takes out Taunt, and now Wayne State has to rotate as fast as they can. Jump Killer revives Seiko, and now we have USF 4 players right now, or 5 players right now. Goes down to a 3v2 after lots of kills happen in very little time. All right, BBO1 behind this wall is going to be met with Kirk, and takes out Kirk, and now we have Kilroy not in a great spot. And then we just have Seiko. Can he get the spray transfer? Doesn't get it, just barely. Isn't able to finish that off.
Yeah, just narrowly. BBO1 did great things there over at A main. He's able to find the pick onto Kirk and really open up the site for his teammate Munoz to kind of clean it up. And they did well there to trade. Wayne State there played that retake very well, even with the Astra ult invested from USF and the res for that fact. Now they're in a bit of a tricky situation because I believe they might be on a save. Nope, never mind.
They got guns.
They got guns.
So this isn't going to be the hardest position, but they haven't won a round on this side yet. You know, going into this half with the advantage, now they're losing. They've definitely lost it at this point. We'll see if they can maybe bring it back, but Taunt going very quickly in with his op. Does miss the shot though. And now we're going to see, does USF take advantage of this and go for the push in, or are they going to be kind of held back by the smoke?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be slowed down a bit, especially when they know a player like Taunt is playing here.
Yeah, they know that it's Taunt, and they know that the smoke is really difficult to get around for them. Gonna try to go for mid, it looks like here instead. Hindenburg does peek out. They do spot Hindenburg, and they take spot BBO1, but BBO1 takes out Seiko. One of those key players for USF. Not gonna be the greatest thing to lose them.
Yeah, that was a great swing and great play off of Hindenburg there from BBO1. He really found the timing and space that he needed in order to really capitalize on the situation, able to get one there. Now it looks like they're just gonna go back to a default, as they don't really know where USF can go. They can really go anywhere. Seekers are gonna be invested though to figure out what exactly is going on. Spot 2 mid and 1 B main.
Yeah, and now USF kind of spotted out. Are they gonna push? It looks like they try to, but Taunt is just in the way. Kilroy getting stunned by that wolf, and now we have BBO1 to take advantage of that. Taunt takes out Jump Killer. And there goes another flawless round for the defenders. And USF is going to have a bit of trouble trying to bring this back. I mean, it's not the biggest deficit, but they haven't won a round yet on this half, which is not what you want to do.
Yeah, and especially not having any guns now, it's going to be even harder for them to get around. They could really use the timeout right about now just to recollect their mental, maybe figure out, hey, we kind of need a strat for this one and if we're going to win this round, especially with Taunt kind of now the Astra op is swinging around the map, kind of rotating wherever he pleases. He's kind of trying to catch these USF players with their pants down.
Yeah, and super close to match point here. And Taunt takes out Kilroy right off the bat. That's hard for USF, but they're going to keep pushing through. Stuck on this save, it is a little bit difficult. They do take out Taunt and take out BBO1. Jump Killer doing a lot of damage right now. Seiko going for the ult there, but he's able to at least pick up a gun even though he misses the ult.
They left bomb back in mid, and now Zolby's watching it with the judge.
They keep leaving the bomb. Which they do. Oh, the boombot just misses Zobi.
He's in a bit of a situation now.
Oh, tries to push, and now it's going to kind of leave him open. Not sure if that was the play from Zobi. And the Reyna blind does get shot out, and Hindenburg from behind. It makes this a little bit difficult now. It's 2v1, but on super low health, and it looks like we're going to have match point for Wayne State. Was definitely possible from USF there, but I mean, stuck between two players on both sides. Both were low health, but you know, you're kind of cornered and just stuck between them.
Yeah, they're stuck between rock and taunt, if you will. And so it was a tough one. It's a really tough one to get out of with the players pinching them up in B heaven. A great eco though. They were able to take 4 of them actually, but unfortunately Wayne State, they still got the funds. So they're just gonna buy up this round as well. USF should be on a buy though. This is the round to win. This is the one to do it.
Yeah, they can't lose now if they want to take this. Taunt with the up once again. Looks like Seiko's trying to push it, but just looking down, doesn't realize that Taunt is peeking, and Taunt takes out another one with that op. Bacon going to be able to take out Taunt though, and we'll see if USF can clean this up in this 3v4. But PP1 just sneaking up, and Munoz taking that op and using it to advantage. And this is just not great for Jump Killer. Might be able to get a res if he can get one more point, but
Your duty is not
okay, never mind. Does have the res on. Oh no, BB1 has the res on Taunt. Making this even more difficult. But now we do have Jump Killer is able to get the res out too.
You will not
So we will have at least one more player on USF side, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the series. Wayne State being able to clutch that out in game 3. USF, you know, they did their best. They definitely. I mean, that game 1 was a shock to take for them, so at least they got that. But game 2 kind of slipped away from them, and game 3, once again, you know, they had the advantage going into half, but they weren't able to close it out in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the last map was kind of a flip of the other 2 maps that we saw. They started off strong on their defense and then kind of slipped away on their attack, opposite to the first 2 maps.
Yeah, exactly.
They started very strong on their, they started weak on their defense and then went strong on their attack. But overall, like USF, they played well, but not well enough, unfortunately, for Wayne State. Taunt there on the last map, he went massive, showing he can do it all. He can do it with a knife, he can do it with a vandal, he can do it with a shorty.
Oh yeah, Taunt was something else.
Yeah, he's playing very well around his util, and USF, they couldn't really find an answer to Taunt, an answer to Wayne State's defense, really, for that matter. And so that's going to be the end of this one. Yeah, so Wayne State's going to take that 2-1. Thank you all for tuning in to this Valorant Gold gameplay. It was great to see USF compete. It was super close. Could have gone either way until that last half, really. Was great showing from both sides, and we thank you all for watching. Any last words? I just want to say, nice job, USF Gold, and Wayne State. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. All right. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time. I'm not sure what our next game is gonna be for USF, but tune in next time. Follow, do all that. Thank you all for watching.